Hello, this is Louis Nader from the future, and I come to tell everybody rumors of Xbox Game Pass getting years. And who is our new leader, the AI CEO, Asha Sharma? Shit, let's get to it, baby. Let's go.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fermie's trading people where their skin. All recent gaming gold plates and pay top bean. Good morning, Dom and Louie. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, tonight, even the crazy one comes from the future today. Yes. Of course, I come from the future, from the AI future, because why not? I mean, why not? Hell, they're saying Asha Sharma, is AI. I mean, I gotta tell y'all something, Chad, and this is the truth. I mean, if I could get AI to come along, do my tweets, repost my shows, and everything, I mean, hell, I will be using it too. Hey, but kind of crazy how people can go out there and just talk all this stuff. I mean, hell, if that does exist, please pitch it to me. Because I really need something to help me post the shows, where I'm about to go live to say what I gotta say, and all that stuff before I post the show too. I mean, that would be awesome. Yeah. Because where in the blue, how am I gonna take my time to sit down and say, hey, Chat GPT, can you do something for me? I need to do something to create the show. Hey, tell me this, Chat GPT. What should I say on my post? Y'all guys to be crazy. I'm being serious. That's got to be some crazy stuff out there. But either way, let me take this damn thing down because you know what? All right, there you go. Yes, yeah, we got to get the Xbox logo back there shining. And oh, yes, chat, that is a ring, which I got to use to do something. Yep. Yeah. So, chat, how you guys been? What's up? How you guys been? Hmm. Let's see, 4K. Good morning. Louis, the Xbox is almost here, guys. Not long now. What's up, 4K? Good morning. Malcolm Lax, what's up? Good morning, Pickles. Hello, Mr. Pickles. How you doing? Louis is taking it. No, I'm not taking a poo. If I was taking a poo, I would say I was taking a poo. I'll tell you guys, hey, listen, I had to make a quick stop before I go on. I will tell you guys with all the love. Hey, Iron Mike, what's up? How you doing? Good morning, you bay. Louis sounds like that haunted picture would sound like if it could talk. You bay. You don't know if it talks though. It probably does, and you might not know it. Because listen, at the end of the day, I talk to it every day and I say, how you doing, beautiful? I give her flowers and send her love. Jesse James Gunn says, Louis, gotta change your cartoony song intro. Laugh out loud. You really want me to? No problemo. We're gonna have some changes coming real soon over here, guys. Yes, we will. Yes. Kenneth Williams, hello. Good morning, Jason Portillo. What's up? Good morning to you, sir. Sanchez Martinez gave me good morning. Man, chat, how you guys been? Because look, I know a lot of crazy news came out there yesterday because, of course, I got to tell y'all something. And this is with all the love in the world, I got to tell you. No joke. They always got to look for something negative. They got to. It's like we got to look for that negative news. We got to go ahead and talk about it because the way Sarah Bond left, Let's go find out what's going over there. Let's talk to some employees. Make a console war intro. Hmm. I have an idea, but I'm trying to pitch it. Have you all seen Welcome to Dairy? I want something like that. As my Good Morning song plays along the way, I want something like Welcome to Dairy playing around. I want it like to first off to starts peaceful, and then you see the console war, and then at the end it ends with all of us being all happy and cheerful. I have an idea like that, but the thing is to get that going is going to be tough. I know what you mean, Jesse James Guns, but I have that idea though. I have an idea like that. Pretty sweet idea though. But either way though, chap, like I was saying, so funny how, no joke, we got to look for the negatives. We got to get the journalists in there. We got to look for the negatives. We got to talk to the Microsoft employees because it feels weird that this lady left and nobody said farewell to her, or it feels weird that this all this stuff happened. And I'm like, what? What's wrong with you? I mean, I'm being honest. I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. What? I mean, y'all looking to make a telenovela or something? I mean, seriously. I mean, I gotta say something, right? Simple. If you want to make a telenovela, let's do something, right? I mean, let's go call Fabio. If y'all don't know who Fabio is, go get Fabio and make Fabio Phil Spencer. And get someone from any telenovela and do your damn telenovela. What I mean by telenovela is, what do you call that? Soap operas. Because seriously, I don't understand what's all this craziness going out there. It's that y'all got to find that news to spit it out there and just to talk bad about the brand. Because you know what's so funny, chat? You know what's so funny? Look, I saw a situation with Sarah Bond that happened. I'm like, okay, she was a difficult person to work with. Okay, but what is that telling me? I mean, what are you trying to tell me? That's because this is an Xbox marketing was a mess, and basically pretty much killed the brand and all this stuff because you guys want to go out there and try to shove this like it's like nobody makes boo boos. I mean, I got a bunch of boo boos over there on PlayStation I can talk about if y'all want me to because I can mention it. Why don't you guys go out there and investigate what David Jaffe said on how they took Layden out through the doors with people escorting him out? Why didn't you all look for that, huh? Why didn't you all go look for what happened to the person who was marketing PlayStation and got fired and now works for EA? I think it is, isn't it? What's her name? I forgot her name. Chat, help me out with that. Why didn't y'all look for that info? Because David Jaffe talked about it, but y'all didn't do shit. Huh. Why is that though? But when it comes to Xbox though, you guys gotta do the digging, all right? To go throw someone out there because you guys want to. Why don't you all, because I find it funny though, why don't you all sit down and write an article and say, farewell, Phil Spencer and Sarah, let's talk about what you all did throughout these 12 years, Phil Spencer on there. Why don't you all go out there and talk about what was great what y'all were hanging out there? And what wouldn't you guys talk about? What would you like to change from all that stuff that happened? Because of course, some people might have liked the marketing, no problem. Some people may not agree with what happened. Like for one thing, this is an Xbox. I understood, and people asked me the question, Lou, and I was one of them who said it. I said it here live. They asked me, Lou, what do you think about this is an Xbox? And with all the love in the world that came by, I said, you know what I think about it? I think this is an Xbox, right? And Joey's here. All right. So this is an Xbox. What it showed me was that I can play Xbox over here, but they made one little mistake on that commercial. And I always said this about this commercial, what I saw though. Like seriously, looking at it again and again and again, I say this. Why don't you guys had the Xbox first and say this is an Xbox and this is where it all began, and then show how it expanded to where it's expanded to. That would have been better because then that would give the console, its signal and put it out there. But you guys literally forgot about that. And hey, boo-boos happen. It's okay. But to go out there and do all these journalism just to talk all this stuff, right? Because here's what's funny though. Y'all posted something out there that I saw after you guys went in there, did what you had, that damage you all did. Because basically, y'all did a lot of damage. Because you made a lot of people mad out there. Insane. But after that, you guys posted something that I said, okay. So this is how it's going to go then, because after y'all talk the crap y'all talk, then you guys post another crap that I was like, no way, this cannot be true, no way. And I will show you guys what they did throughout the day. Of course, I will show you guys. Why the heck not? So let me get Joe, my brother Joey, in here. That he's here, just hanging out with us today. Let's get Joey in here. Joey, good morning, brother. How you doing, man? What's up, bro? Joey, you are muted, my friend.
Good morning, people. Good morning, Chad. Good morning, Louis. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. What's good? What's good, man? How you doing? What's cooking?
Uh, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, how did you see everything that happened yesterday? Because look, I saw an article that that Will the Broke Boy sent me, but we didn't really read into it that much because we saw a lot of things repeating in there, and then yesterday it all went like crazy. I'm like, really? I mean, it's like these guys, everything that's a negative thing about extras, they got to really go in and dig or something that has happened in there and cost this soap opera. But, when Sean Layden left, that supposedly was escorted out and the lady from marketing got fired, they didn't really want to dig into that, huh? But when it comes to Xbox, of course, they got to dig and they got to throw the negatives out there. It's kind of curious, huh?
I think every time that something like that happens, I think Xbox is just a more important company than Sony. That's why they do that.
Exactly. Because,
Feels
like I said,
it feels that way though.
it feels that way, of course, because like I said, though, why don't you guys sit down and talk the positives? What would you like to bring? Let's talk about how Phil Spencer ran, how Sarah Bond ran, like all the good stuff they did for Xbox, like how they brought Final Fantasy over here again since it was long gone from Xbox. How they done like all this stuff to make Game Pass better, and all this cool stuff they did. I mean, we have a cool little handheld called the Xbox One Ally X, which is really nice. We have all this cool stuff that they did for us to enjoy at the end of the day. We gotta, like I said, we gotta talk the good stuff. And then, you can add like what didn't you like about it, which is okay because at the end of the day we can say, okay, what we didn't like is this, which is fantastic, no problem. Because listen, if we don't talk about it, right, how will it get better? And then comes, the part what we'd like to see in the future. That's something that, that would have been a perfect article to write out to, especially a CEO that's right. Literally, this is her second day, right? Sitting there, stuff that she would like to read though. But you know how it is.
To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
if I would be running a website like that,
Yeah.
I will not do that article.
Oh, you will go for negative?
No, it's not. It's because no, not because it's negative.
Mhm.
Because it's not the news.
Oh, that's the thing though. I understand it's not the news though. I understand,
I
but
mean,
that would.
let's keep it real. Like
Mm.
whatever Phil and Sarah did good, that eventually is gonna be run a documentary. There's gonna be a huge article, a thank you letter,
Yeah.
and the whole thing about them. But the news is they got fired. What's gonna happen with the company and Asha? That's
Hmm.
the news. So yeah, I understand the website. Why are they doing what they're doing?
Yeah, but that's
Because
funny though.
because because it's the news. So you got to run with the news.
But I got another question. How can you get someone fired and have them hanging around till the summertime? Giving you advice from the
Look,
back though. I'm
look,
trying to understand that. I'm
he
trying to
got pushed
understand
out.
that bit.
They got pushed out. They got pushed out.
Ah, they got pushed out. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man. But either way, though, Joey, because this is what makes me laugh when it comes down to these news articles. Because at the end of the day, though, Joey, look what they said after everything that's happened yesterday. They brought up this. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. Okay, this is not it.
One thing we were said yesterday that it's rare that people at that high level get fired. They get forced to do things, forced to retire. They get forced to move on
Mm,
with their lives. So
mm,
they you don't hear like regular people as like, hey, they got fired. Well, Sean Layden apparently got kicked out of the building,
mm-hmm.
but that was never said publicly though.
No, never said publicly though. You
But
see,
only
it's
only a few
ridiculous.
people said that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So under Sean Layton's resume and on the perception of the public eye, he never got fired. He left
Mm-hmm.
by his own hands.
Mm-hmm.
While people internally know they got pushed out. Same thing as Jim Ryan, he got forcefully
Mm-hmm.
retired. He got pushed out. Same thing as Phil. It's the same thing, guy.
Mm-hmm. This is what they wrote later on during the day after they said what they said.
What was that? I can't see that.
It says
No, I can.
billions of dollars later, still nobody knows what an Xbox is.
Well, it's up to Asha now to tell people what it is. I actually had a dream about that last night. That's weird.
You did? That's weird, huh? I mean, let me tell you something because this news, that's all the wave of this negative news that's been impacting these days. I've been like these days, like yesterday, I sat down at last night and I was just pondering, like, what can I mean? How? Why all this negative news? Why all this round around? With Xbox? Because I sat there and I was like, well, this never happened over on the other side. They're really trying to say, like, for example, we had Shane, what's his name, the father of Xbox, like, what's his name,
Seamus
Shane.
Blackley.
Seamus Blackley, right? It's like they were looking to write something and they went knocking on his door for him to say something. Because look, I read Seamus Blackley, his article, and I said, this would have been a good article if it was like a year later after, she sat down and did what she had to do, and something like that comes up, right? It would have been a good article to read and a good opinion to read, but like she's just sitting there right now. It's not even been 24 hours since she sat there, right? Well, in a couple hours, it's been 24 hours though, and they're already discussing all this stuff. Like it's going to swift into the night, become the Batman and just disappear or something like that. I don't know. Like seriously, I saw this and I was like, you guys are looking for some desperate news to write negative about an Xbox. I mean, it's like, okay, let's dig in, let's put the whole Sony news, the bad news to the side, and let's focus on this because this is big right now. We gotta talk the negatives, gotta throw it out there, and I'm like, bro, come on,
I mean,
what's cooking?
I don't blame them though. I don't blame
Ah,
his declarations or whatever he said on the
mm-hmm,
interview. I
mm-hmm,
don't blame
mm-hmm,
people being negative right now for the
mm-hmm.
simple fact that is Microsoft, Louis.
Oh,
You must understand.
exactly.
You must
That's the
understand. No, no,
thing,
no, no.
man.
You must understand that me myself, I don't trust Microsoft.
Mm-hmm,
So again, that's why I said it yesterday. I understand how right now the opinions of this situation are all valid, the good ones
mm-hmm,
and the bad ones.
mm-hmm,
The good ones, if you're optimistic about the situation, I'm glad you're optimistic about the situation.
mm-hmm.
If you're pessimistic about everything, I can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because not because of Xbox. Because I Xbox has a great product. Xbox has great services, has great games.
Yeah.
I truly believe internally they have people that really care for the brand, that care for the company, care
Mm-hmm.
for the
Mm-hmm.
games, care for the customers.
Yeah.
But there's one single thing that has way too much power that can destroy everything. And that's a bold headed man that believes in artificial intelligence and rather
Mm-hmm.
have that than video games. And that's Satya. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't blame anybody that has that opinion right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are still in the process of wait and see. So that's pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's what it is. We're still in the process to wait and see. But the thing is, though, Joey, even though everybody has that opinion now, a year later, what happens if that changes, though? Like, what happens if actually, Asha goes in and she does for the better? What happens if, if all this stuff, because that's the thing, though, and that's the stuff we got to be talking about. Because, look, at the end of the day, like I say, though, we're already done with the negatives. We got to get that out the
Oh
way.
no, we're not done with the
I
negatives.
mean, no, no, no. What I'm saying is, we gotta get like the negatives out the way. Like, okay, all this stuff happened. Okay, cool. Let's move on to what can we do to just shout out, to speak through our mouths. To shout out as fans, to get it through their heads. What is it that we want to see? Because she keeps on talking out there. She keeps on responding. She keeps on saying stuff, right? And let's see if she really is going to talk the talk. Because listen, today is going to be 24 hours. She sat down in that office. She hasn't even started, like how can I say this? Like the changes have not been announced or what's going to happen because listen, it's going to take a while for us to see the changes. You can't go in guns blazing like crazy because
Well,
if you do, that gets it killed though.
that shows you a little bit how the situation of the Xbox brand a little bit, that
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter how many things she has said right now, because she tweeted last night
Mm-hmm.
replying to Ryan McCaffrey, which
Yeah,
was
I
a great
saw
tweet,
that.
by the way.
Very true.
But
Yeah, it was
again,
really good.
that tells you the situation of Xbox, that people still don't believe a word she's saying. The
Mm-hmm.
trust when it comes to Xbox is extremely broken, Louis. Whether you
I
want to
noticed
whether
that.
you rather want to see that or not, whether we believe
No,
it or
no, no, no.
not.
Like I said, I noticed that though. I noticed
Yeah,
that. I
but
noticed that.
the
Yeah.
situation is broken. The people, uh, people don't believe it. They don't
Mm-hmm.
believe a word she's saying,
Yeah.
for the simple fact that she was handpicked by Satya Nadella.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: even though she could come out and do tremendous things,
Mm-hmm.
if she comes out and do one bad thing, people are gonna
Ooh.
attack her because people are waiting for her to make a mistake.
Oh, I know they are. That's
People
the
are
sucky
waiting
part.
for her to make a
I mean,
mistake. So
listen, like you said though, they can make all the tremendous things and they will still say something negative about the tremendous thing they're doing. Because that's the thing though. Like, look, like I said earlier, if they sat down and said, okay, Phil left, let's write this, just one simple article. Let's write all the good stuff they've done throughout the years and how Xbox has been kept alive, how Xbox has been going, and all this stuff, and what would like to be changed or anything. I mean, that would have been a good article to throw out there because at the end of the day, it's something for us to talk about. Because listen, it's those are things that we need to have the conversation about. Like for example, the whole this is an Xbox thing. We covered that yesterday. I talked a little bit about it today. Um, and stuff that's happening that needs to be better. And if we go out there and put out positive, what is it? Is it called positive? I think it's called positive criticism. I don't know, or
constructive criticism.
constructive criticism. Thank you. If you go out there and put out constructive criticism, that would be for the better. Because at the end of the day, though, that's not what's happening. Though they're going out there, talking all this stuff. Like I said, they went out there and talked to Seamus. I forgot. I keep forgetting his name.
Blackly.
The Blackley. Just to get this info, like it's going to disappear into the night and become the Dark Knight or something like that. I'm like,
Well, he, I mean, it's not a bad person to ask. I mean, he's one of the
I
founders.
know, I know, I know. Of course, it's not a bad person to ask, and
And I don't
I'm
know.
not bashing him for it,
I haven't read the entire article. I just read the entire paragraph of what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they got to him or whatever, what it was
Exactly.
doing that he was like speaking.
Yeah.
But it's still, again, like I said, all opinions are valid because
Mm-hmm.
we don't know, Louis.
We
We
don't
don't
know
know
exactly. We don't
because
know.
as much as good things, I've seen a lot of podcasts saying, "Hey, this is a good thing,"
Yeah.
you're optimistic, and there's people trying
Mm-hmm.
to be positive with the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other podcasts that are like, "Nope, this is the death. This is this, and this, and this, and this,"
Oh, of course. I mean, go.
and all their arguments are not invalid either
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
they do give good arguments.
I
Like for
know. I know.
example, before I went to bed, I was listening to Cole Eastwood's podcast, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, Colt was trying to be positive, and Mag is like, "Nope, this is death." So I'm like, "So what do you want me to say?"
You know what?
None of them are lying. They're just
No,
speculating on what's gonna happen.
they're
Or
speculating
what's
like everybody's speculating out there. I get it. I get it. But why don't we switch it around and make good speculations? Just to get the brand out there to be heard, and to get the people's ideas to be turned around. Because listen, the more we speak and the more we talk like what we want, instead of being all quiet and just letting the media and letting all these people go out there and say what they say. Because look. At the end of the day, though, like I said, if you guys want to make a soap opera, I mean, contract
no,
Fabio,
we're
make a
beyond soap
documentary.
opera in this.
No, they're beyond soap opera right now. Seriously,
We're Mexico telenovela. That's what
telenovela. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm telling
we are.
you. I know that's.
We're like when the camera zooms like no,
Yeah, no, yeah,
maldita. That we're
maldita.
that level of we're that level of
We're at that level. no,
we're at
because I
that
mean
level.
we don't get the same energy over on the other side. Because look, I know. Listen, I love how they talk
Because
about.
people love the other side, Louis.
Oh, I know they love it, they care for it because I love how they just talk about Microsoft AI, but the other side is also doing AI, and I'm trying to understand why can't y'all sit down and look at the other side sometime? Look at your own backyard.
Because
But
the
when
other
the
side doesn't
but
have, because the other
but
side is not
when
managed by Microsoft, Louis.
but
You
when the I
understand?
understand, but when the other side comes in with the AI stuff, Joey, this is gonna switch around, my friend.
I'm not scared about Sony's AI because I know Sony's AI is retarded.
But they're implementing it though.
They're not investing hundreds of billions of dollars in AI.
Uh,
Microsoft is.
no, they're investing a lot of money
Microsoft
in
is
it
the
though.
company trying to replace everybody in the planet, not
Mm,
Sony. So of
mm.
course people are gonna look with a side eye at
I
Microsoft.
know. Those arguments seem to be filled with too much emotion, and during the process, speculation and things become their truth. Says Far Q. Interesting. So let's read real quick what David Cohen says. David Cohen, whenever Xbox is on the roll and doing some good things, people are not willing to accept that Xbox is doing well and they are alive despite a few shortcomings. 100%. That's true too. Because that's what I mean, though. And Jimuchi says, hey, that's a good name, Jimuchi. Hey, Hey, I like that name though. They're giving them material to talk about. That's the thing though. They always look for like all the bad material. They never look for the good material. It's funny as heck. Phil and Sarah phased and out because they didn't want to go with Microsoft strategy for Xbox Full Microsoft takeover of Xbox. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, look, right now, what
You're always gonna be judged by your sins.
hmm
That's that's how it is. Like it is what it is. It's like
yeah.
Phil and Sarah will be remembered eventually one day in a few years.
Mm-hmm. In a few
People
years.
will look back. People will look back at the things, the good things they did in their time on Xbox. But right now, that's not the news. The news is if
Asha.
Xbox is gonna Asha and if the brand will exist. That's the reality.
That's the reality. That's the
And
news. And
I
what's gonna
think
happen?
with Phil or without Phil, with Sarah, without Sarah, with Asha, without Asha.
hmm hmm
I still believe that this Magnus Prime, whatever the name of this new console, is the last console Xbox will ever do.
No, that's something we were prepared for because we seen the cloud thing and everything. I'm prepared for that. I mean, I'm not gonna be that guy that's gonna sit here and be like, oh, we're gonna have 5 or 10 consoles to be next.
Yeah,
I believe this is gonna happen because at the end of the day, though, with the cloud and everything, I mean, we cannot lie. We've seen this happen with Netflix. We've seen it happen with DVDs, VHS, and all this stuff because that's been for years now because now the companies are like, oh, we're not going to be doing any more DVDs. So he said, no, we're done with that. Blu-ray disc and stuff like that. I mean, hey, listen, technology advances. We know that for a fact. We cannot lie. We see it. And I see that, I see it's going to happen, I don't know. Like I said, though, it might happen next gen. I'm positive it might happen next gen because that's something I cannot say it's not going to happen because they're really making the cloud work. They're trying to get that thing up and over. We see that all the time. I mean, I've used it, I've tried it, but it still needs some time, to be perfect. To be as perfect as it can be. Not, you know what I mean, though, right? It's going to take a lot of time, though. But yeah, let's see though. Let's see what happens next generation when it comes to that. But as of now, though, we have a new CEO, Joey. And the thing
hmm
about the CEO, what I'm seeing is she's out there talking, which is a good, and at the same time, it could be a bad because that's ammo for these people out there.
hmm
Because if she makes that boo boo, or that one boo boo that goes out there and has been made, she's gonna get pummeled for it, of course. But one thing she sends out a message and it's clear that I keep on looking at. I'm like, okay, the return of Xbox, make things great, and and ship things. After that, I'm like, what do you mean by that though? That's the thing that kind of like it like makes me hold on to something like I see something is cooking. What is it? I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see along the way, though. That's the true question. What is it? I don't know. We have to see along the way, though.
I
And
yeah, go ahead.
oh, we're gonna say, Joey. We're gonna say
No. I think no, no. Continue.
because look, I remember a long time ago. Even though you don't like this ball, man, if there's competition, let us have competition. I remember he said that a long time ago. And then we got this is an Xbox thing, which really went weird. Then we read the whole situation with TikTok, which I was like, the whole TikTok situation, like,
He's not wrong in that one though.
Oh no, he's not wrong with that one because that one really. I said it. I talked about it on my channel. I said the thing about TikTok, is that it's getting people's attention. I know we're seeing that all the time. I mean, you see it with your kids. I do it myself. I have said it before. When I go to TikTok, I go ahead and I look for Judge Judy episodes, People's Court, and just watch all that stuff because I laugh at all that stuff. I'm like, oh, it's funny for me, but it's interesting for me to see. I don't know why I have that thing with Judge Judy and People's Court. But okay, that's just something for Lou. But at the end of the day, though, I do that, and by the time goes by, I've already watched an hour of TikTok, which I could have put it in gaming. So I understood what he meant though, because even with Netflix, though, Netflix's worst enemy is sleep. While you're not watching Netflix, you're sleeping, and Netflix can't do nothing about it because at the end of the day, we need to sleep. That's his biggest competitor. They said that. But yeah, it's interesting though, and the thing is, I don't know why though, but I have like I have a good feeling on this. I don't know why, but I have it though, and I'm not trying to be like a thing like I'm going 100% with it, but I'm like 80% with it, 20% like saying, what can happen though, if you know what I mean though, by that 20%.
I mean, I'm with you, and because
uh,
I am choosing to be
Positive.
optimistic, positive, and
Yeah,
optimistic about the whole
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Because I do love my Xbox, right? Like it, and plus it will be catastrophic to have a brand as massive as Xbox just go away, and
Mm-hmm.
that will be a tremendous mistake if Microsoft actually intends to do that on purpose. Like I think Satya a few years ago said that yeah he kind of regrets closing down Nokia, and he's right. That was a big mistake to close
Mm-hmm.
Nokia.
Yeah, it was a big
And
mistake to close the
you,
room.
you could have easily just staying. I mean, the Windows Phone was a mistake, but you could
Mm-hmm.
have easily made an operating system close to Android, or just partner with Android and still sell Nokia phones, and you would have been doing tremendous business. But that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, even
Mm-hmm.
though you and me want to be optimistic and want to look at the positives,
Mm-hmm.
we can't say there's positives right now because she hasn't done anything yet. So I can't
See,
say.
exactly. Just done anything yet. But it's
People are saying that there's negatives. You can't say there's negatives because she hasn't done nothing yet. But
so
at the same time, there's that lingering bald headed man, and that's the boogeyman. That is the
that's the
boogeyman,
boogeyman,
and
though. I
Amy Hood.
know.
That's the
And Amy
boogeyman.
Hood, but let me tell you something about that boogeyman, Joey. Let me
No, that
let,
boogeyman is not a good bird. Well, personally,
let
I
me
don't know
tell
the man, but
let me tell you something about the boogeyman, Joey. Let me tell you something because that boogeyman, if he keeps on messing up, that boogeyman will go away soon. He needs to
nope,
chill out a bit.
nope, because he's the boogeyman that made more money for Microsoft in its history,
Oh, I know.
and
But
and
remember,
he's not
but
gonna get fired or
no,
pushed out.
no, because
Not
there's.
even close.
I mean, let me tell
Not
you
even
something,
close.
Joe. If stocks keep on dropping, because I gotta check the stocks though, because I'm every day checking the stocks on things are, and that's for a personal reason, chat. But
3 points of the stock is nothing.
but they dropped massively though the other day. They
No,
dropped really bad.
it's just 3 points. That's nothing.
Oof, and right now it's at 385, but it was at 430. It just keeps on dropping, Joey. Keeps on dropping.
That's one fart and that thing is going up.
Well, I hope they can do that far
They they
soon.
they start looking at the stock at 50 points drop.
I know, but
Three points is three
but
points is bad.
I mean, bro, it dropped to 380, but I'm telling you, you better do that fart soon because it keeps on falling down.
The stock market is stupid and it
I
runs
know.
by stupid shit. So no, I'm not. That's not even. And Phil leaving or being fired or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that didn't affect Microsoft stock at all.
Oh, I know. But if it keeps on dropping it, they're going to take a look at you, my friend. We will. Hmm.
Yeah, but if it keeps on dropping, but
If it keeps
I
on
don't I
dropping,
don't,
though.
I don't
But
believe I don't
I
believe
hope,
it.
I hope he does the fart soon. Really, do the fart soon. No joke. Hmm. Oh my God. So yeah. Besides that, though, I mean, look, I'm trying, to be as positive as I can be because look, at the end of the day, this is just a change of CEO. I look at this as a change of CEO, not what might happen, what might go on, what's happening. And I gotta say though, she's out there, she's talking, which is good. I gotta say that's good. She's not quiet. She's not been a quiet person. She doesn't, been silent about everything because right now this is what the fans need. They need someone in there to talk to us to say, okay, we're working on this, we're doing something, and each time she responds though, her responses have been loud and clear. I am doing this, we're going for this. And how many times has Xbox that? No, go a year back, 2025 though. Now 2026 has been 2 months, but it's been a couple times though.
I mean, it died this morning.
Did that this morning.
Well, what's that?
What's up?
That Tom Cruise movie. What's the name of that
Hmm.
movie? The one that he dies, he comes back.
Hmm?
Well, that's basically Xbox.
He dies, he comes back. What was that time?
Or it's always ground or Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. Choose whichever. That's
Oh, that he
basically what
dies?
Xbox is. Yeah, he can't. He's living the same day every day, and he dies and dies and dies and comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Hey! I mean, that's what we do at the end of the day. We gotta laugh at this, my chat. We gotta laugh at this. Look at this stuff and just laugh. Because, like I said earlier, and me and Joy agree with this. This is not. I mean, I said soap opera. Joey said this is a telenovela. Oh God, it went from soap opera to telenovela. Hmm.
Fuck you. I never seen Vanilla Sky, but you're like the second person that says that that's a time traveling movie.
Really?
Because I saw a tweet like time traveling movie Vanilla Sky. Isn't that movie? I mean, I've never seen that movie. But I was talking about, I
Vanilla
think,
Sky.
what's the name that
I've
he's
seen that
fighting
movie.
aliens?
He's finding aliens. Isn't that the day the Earth stood still or something like that? I think that was it, isn't it?
No, that's Keanu Reeves. No, he's fighting aliens though.
Oh,
And he
I know
has a
what
mech.
you're talking about.
He has
Isn't
a mech suit I think Emily Blunt is in the movie. Forgot the name of the movie.
all right? Let
That
me
he
look up
got alien
Tom
powers and he
Cruise
got killed. It comes back. Killed. It comes back. And it doesn't matter.
has alien powers and comes back movie. Let's see that. I never seen Tom
Comes
Cruise. What
back
is it?
movie. Comes back from the past. He dies.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of
Edge of
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yep.
Thank you. Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, that's a
There
great
you
movie,
go.
by the way.
It is.
One thing I will do say,
Isn't that the one that's wearing that? He's wearing an
yeah,
exosuit,
he's
not an
doing,
exo.
yeah, exosuit.
Exo,
Yeah,
the exosuit. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there you go. Good
one
told me
thing I'll
that.
do say that kind of gives me a little bit of optimism.
What? What is it?
If
What is it?
everything it would have been like bad and Microsoft said fuck it, it's over, I would have 100% believed
Hmm.
they would have done a more drastic change
Mm-hmm.
on Friday. If
Check.
everything would have been as dire as people want to believe,
Yeah.
like I would have believed that Microsoft would have said, okay, Phil and Sarah's out.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving the gaming business. We're fusioning it to something else.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Um, projects we would have articles like Magnus is out.
Yep.
We would
Goodbye.
have articles like, hey, Microsoft would have said the gaming division, they're gonna keep on publishing the games that we have for this year, but after that, we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have some. I don't know. Not I don't even know if they're gonna closure entirely, but I think they would have said like the Xbox thing would have been done. They're gonna be transitioning to something else. Blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
And I think that would have happened. And then they would have put another CEO in charge of gaming, but the whole strategy would not involve Xbox, would not
Mm-hmm.
involve cloud. I think they would have restructured the whole thing,
The whole thing. Mm-hmm.
and 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 that would have been like officially the death of Xbox. But that
Exactly.
didn't happen though.
That
What
didn't happen.
happened was they did change the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
They did change. I don't know what their internal strategy is going to be, but one thing for certain, Satya and Asha and Matt Booty mentions Xbox in their statements,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that the business is still surrounded by Xbox, and that is correct what the chat says. There's a lot of money invested in gaming in an Xbox, and Satya, I think, even though maybe internally he wants to close it or disappear it, I don't think the boards will allow him to because
Mm-mm.
motherfucker, there's $100 billion
The
invested
dollars
in it.
exactly. That's not gonna
So
happen.
it's like, no, we either get our money back before you
Right?
do that.
Exactly.
Plus, video games is still the biggest form and entertainment in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's whether it's in trouble or not. And I
Mm-hmm.
was looking because I was trying to get away last night from video games. I was trying to look for other things, and every
Yeah.
video and my algorithm was all about video games and Xbox and things like that. I did find something interesting about the
Oh.
movie theater business. It
Yeah.
is that the AMC theaters dropped another 10% in and people going to the movies. So I'm like, look at that. Movies are having troubles too. People are not going to the movie theaters.
They're not.
I remember a time that almost every week, I'm talking about like what, 5, 10 years ago, almost every week people wanted to go to the movies. Now
I'm
nobody
sorry.
does. People
Oh,
go
so
when they're
so
major movies now. Not now the movie experience is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the movies are not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And you got there's Netflix and HBO Max and all these services. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
video games.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a saturation of
I'm
content, and it's
pissed
impossible
off
to
at
consume it
HBO.
all.
I'm pissed off at HBO. I'm pissed off at HBO. I'm
Wow,
pissed off. You know what they did? You know
what
what
the,
they did? They gave me a good series these past couple of days, and they made only 30-minute episode to tell me, well, this is the last episode of this show for this season. I'm like, huh?
what show?
When all the good stuff was happening.
What
Oh
show?
man. Oh, a night of the seven realms. I'm like, HBO, come on. Have you seen it, Joey?
No.
No? Oh. You gotta watch it though. I mean, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, though, ooh, this show is good. It's good.
Sinners. The last time I saw the movie theater actually
I'll tell you
full to
what.
its max was with
Hmm. I'll tell you my last time though.
Super Mario movie.
Super Mario, really? The last time I went to the movie theaters, I went
And
to
that
see
thing was like it was a surprisingly packed. I went to see
uh,
Superman. The movie theater wasn't even half full.
what? Joey, that Superman movie
I
is
didn't
so
go to
good.
see them. I did not go to see the Minecraft movie. My kids did, so I can't. I'll maybe ask them eventually, like, "Hey, was it full?"
Mhm.
And they're gonna say, "I don't know," because they never pay attention. They're just doing their thing.
But
Um.
that Superman movie was so good, Joey.
Oh my god.
I knew you were gonna say something.
You want me? I'm gonna open a fucking channel called "Fuck That Movie." Literally, I hate that movie so much.
Oh god, I
But
get
anyway,
it. I get it. Anyway. Hmm?
yeah. So
Yep.
I do believe if the things would have been that dire and shit like that, I think
Yeah.
Microsoft would have closed it.
Would have
But at the
closed it.
same
Yeah.
time, that didn't happen though.
Hmm.
That didn't
Interesting.
happen.
Why?
So
Why
I
though?
don't know.
Why?
Again, I'm trying to look at the bright side of things. I don't work there. I don't know what their plans. I don't know
Hmm.
if they're trying to take over the world, kill all of us,
Destroy
or inter-
Sony, Asha the
well,
Destroyer.
I
You know,
don't
it's gonna be
know.
like "Rawr, rawr," take over everything. Sorry, Chad, I had to make that joke. If you guys played bro, what's that name? Bro Force, you understand the "Rawr, rawr" thing because you know me and Saka were laughing at that. But yeah, I mean
Predator Battle.
seriously,
I did see it in the movie theaters, Malcolm. It wasn't full.
really.
It
But
wasn't full.
here's what's funny though. When I went to the movies though, and yeah, you're right about this because you know I went to see Weapons, right? That's the movie I wanted to see. That was the
Hmm.
last movie I saw in the movie theaters, and I remember with Weapons, it was kind of full. Wasn't too full. But then I went to see Naked Gun. Naked Gun that came out. That was a pretty funny movie though. I mean, he did a pretty good job. With Pamela Anderson and everything. I was like, whoa, Pamela Anderson can act. Because
That was pretty good.
I remember Pamela Anderson back in the day. I never liked Pamela Anderson though. But at the end of the day though, uh, it was empty. It was empty. That movie was empty. It was just me and a couple friends just watching that movie. Not that much.
Right
Interesting
now,
movie.
it seems like the sure bets on movie theaters are
Mm-hmm.
animated movies because people want to take their kids,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
certain movies like Marvel movies,
Marvel. Yeah.
maybe Christopher Nolan movies, maybe
Mm-hmm.
Avatar, of course. But I've never been a fan of Avatar. If I didn't go to see that movie, I'm not interested in
Please
Avatar at
don't.
all.
Please don't. Don't go to movie theater
Um,
watch that movie. Please don't. Don't fall
and
for
I,
that
and
trick.
I know people like that movie a lot. So
I love Cameron, but please don't.
yeah, so I mean, I was in the mall while that movie was playing in the theaters, and I saw the movie theaters full. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that doesn't happen every week. So, like right now, there's nothing to see in the movie theaters
There's nothing to see in the movie theaters. Yeah, that's the thing.
because I was checking last week. Like, you know what? What's in the movie theaters? See, I
Huh?
didn't see nothing. Like, like I'm gonna spend money to watch that. The only thing that is pushing me to go to the movie theaters is that Cheetos popcorn, and I could
Cheetos
just go.
popcorn.
Yeah, then I could just go
Mm.
and buy it, and that's it.
So we got in the movie theaters. We have Animales. That's a drama. We have Cumbres Baracosas.
Yeah,
That
Spanish
what
movies.
Wuthering Heights. Okay, Arco. Avatar Fire and Ash 3D 4DX. Uh oh. Crimes 101. The Goat. Okay. Greenland 2, which is I saw Greenland 1, so I'm just gonna wait for that one. I mean, Silent Hill the movie, which oh good God help us,
Uh,
not
I'm gonna
another
tell
one.
you. This is funny because right now,
No, that's it.
Panama's doing like, and you can tell that they're doing
Mm-hmm.
like before school, uh, like cheap price
Boy.
because the kids are starting like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they start in
Yeah.
March 2nd school. Right next week they start Monday next week
Yep.
school.
Yep. Yep.
So they're doing a whole special like, hey, bring your kids.
Yep.
It's gonna be not even half price. It's cheaper than that. Whatever. And the movies that they're showing right now, like on my side, there's because there's BTS World Tour, Air Rang or Air Rang, whatever that means. They're doing the whole Korean era, Korean pop, K-pop, whatever that shit.
Dang.
Which is strange. My daughters haven't said anything about this. Maybe they don't know. I don't know. So
Yeah.
they're showing two. They're showing the concerts of that.
Mm-hmm.
21 Pilots concert.
21
Uh,
pilots. Yeah, that's
Another
another one
band,
then.
another
Huh.
K-pop band like F. I don't even know if this is K-pop.
Joey, you know what? We should
And
do,
yeah, they're doing like there's more showings of concerts,
we should do the K-pop band. Me and you, Joe. We should do a band. K-pop.
and of course, Paramount also show like classic movies. Like these movies are always gonna be, and there's Lord of the Rings is in there. The
Lord of
Dark
the
Knight is in
Rings.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are shown in IMAX now.
Yep. Yep.
They have the trilogy of fucking Twilight showing,
Oh God,
which is
no.
ridiculous. Oh,
Don't want me for
they
this.
have the Goonies.
Oh,
I've never seen the I've never seen the Goonies in a movie theater.
gotta go watch the Goonies. I hope that comes here.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. But Joey,
So yeah, it's and of course you got Zootopia 2 that is still in the movie theaters. Avatar is still in the movie theaters. And
so
a whole bunch of but no man, it's there's basically nothing, bro.
there's basically nothing. But yeah, I mean that's the whole movie theater scene, and like we see things that are happening out there. Like a bunch. I grabbed the DVD, conversation because of everything that's happening on you saying that the last next generation will be the last console, probably so. I'm prepared for that. That does happen. I've been prepared. But here's the thing, though, and this is something that I mentioned yesterday on the legal show because he invited me in, just to have a simple conversation, though. And I even said this, and this is the truth though. What store would you invest in gaming? Like what store would you invest that? Even though you invest, let's say console disappears, but you still have your games. And what store would that be though? But when it comes to the other stores, would you be willing to invest there? But let's say we get on the other stores, let's say we get back to the PS3 era, and this whole situation, the PS3 happens again. Let's say that happens because we can never say never, right? We can never say never. I mean, on that side, I'm positive that if I keep on investing in the Xbox store, I know that's going to stay there for a long time because I know it's going to stay there, right? I know and
Will
I'm
it though?
confident about that. Well,
Will
I
it
think
though?
I think it will though, Joey, because they cannot disappear all that stuff that's happening over there. But when it comes to PlayStation, though, you just invest into that store, and I don't see them expanding anywhere else. That's something that has me curious. What are they going to do? Because let's say the console goes away, where are you guys going to move everything out to? Because that's something that I'm really
I
curious
mean,
about what's going to
I mean,
happen.
you're right. I mean, there. I think if Xbox goes away, clearly the transition is PC,
PC, 100%,
and PC
is ahead of its game.
I should
Hmm.
be here for the next at least 20, 25 years, unless the prophecy of Jeff Bezos actually happened, that
Exactly.
he's like, we want to take everybody's hardware away, you're going to rent our PCs from us, which if he does that, he should be hanged by the balls and let dry
Yep.
in the desert. But yeah,
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
No, I
being as
mean, I
honest.
would not invest on Nintendo and
No.
digital purchases though. That's why
Uh,
that's why I because my kids are the ones who have the Switch, right? And they're barely using it, to be honest. Um, I mean, they're barely playing video games at all.
yeah, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. And if they do, what games do they play, though, Joey?
They're not the Roblox kids. They're playing
Okay.
more of cell phone type video games. I can't even tell, but
Mm-hmm.
say Stacy, my second one. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no, well, she got enlisted in karate the last 3 months. She's been doing that. Let's say that she's the one with the most energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she plays one that's called whatever brawl. That there's a bunch of animals fighting on a like a Diablo style brawl
Valhalla,
multiplayer.
Valhalla, you mean, right? Is it
No,
kind of
not
Valhalla? No.
Valhalla.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I know it
All
says
right.
brawl, but
Bro, okay.
it's like a top down camera on the
Mm-hmm.
tablet, and there's like a bunch of animals fighting over territories. I've seen her play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
says brawl something, but it's a multiplayer game. That's the one to mostly play. The oldest one, Eliani, she's basically playing more.
Mm-hmm.
She's interested now in more horror stuff. She's going
Yeah.
into that horror phase. The last time I saw her play a video game was Resident Evil 8, but she didn't finish it. And my youngest one, he's like he plays sometimes, he doesn't play sometimes.
Yeah.
Now he's drawing most of the time, or he's shirtless running around the house. So I don't know. It's like
Yep, that's the word. Xbox is dead. That's the lovely word they love to use
yeah,
out there. Xbox alive and well. We gotta say though, I mean, it's alive. It's doing its good things though,
it's
for sure.
alive. It's
It's
alive.
alive.
I won't say well. I'll say it's
Yeah,
alive.
it's alive. It's
It's
alive.
surviving. It's
It's
surviving. It's surviving. It's
surviving. Yeah,
pushing. It's
yeah. You
pushing.
can say in that we just rise up like the Undertaker. Yeah, that's the truth though. It is with the chair. We're up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Xbox knees are hurt. His shoulder is bad. His neck is crooked, but
Hmm.
he's still rocking. He's
Yeah,
still out there.
it's like Xbox got grabbed the fanciest motorcycle, went into an accident, and now they got screws in there and trying to fix it up.
Yeah.
It feels like that's what they
Yeah.
say out there. But at the end of the day, though, listen, it's like what I say though. We have a new CEO. She's out there talking. I'm happy that she's out there talking. What's up, Crispy? Good morning. Oh man, good morning to you all. If I haven't said good morning
Good
to
morning.
her. But at the end of the day, though, look, let's talk about, right? What can we do? What can we say, or how would you like Xbox to be in the future? And Chad, we're gonna have a show about that tomorrow morning. I want to have a conversation about this because look, at the end of the day, though, you have a cool CEO right there because it seems like he's a cool person. I mean, her response was pretty on point. She's out there, because I was finding it pretty funny that we're saying she's using AI for response, but I'm like, I even said earlier this morning, I said I wish in my life I had someone just respond for me everything I do. Like for example, if I gotta post a show, I do it myself. I post a show on three different sites, and there probably is a place where you click and you say, okay, site, post my show on all these sites. There probably is one, no doubt. But the writing I'm doing is myself, because can you imagine me sitting with ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, do me a favor, tell me what should I write for this? No, no, no. I'd rather write it myself and just post it. Instead of taking my time to do that. Because at the end of the day, though, sometimes, of course, you don't have an idea. You gotta ask, for some help for some ideas. But at the end of the day, look at my show today. It even rhymed. I said those are stuff to talk about today, right? What was it I said? I forgot what I said, but it even rhymed. I was laughing. Oh, it rhymes. I even said it though.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, though, it's like, why you guys, have got to all talk about this crap? I mean, let the lady cook. Let her sit down and do what she got to do. And like I said, though, I'm truly positive about where things are going. Like I said, I'm 80% positive. The negative is because we had the break that keeps on happening. The whole rake thing that I hope it goes away. Please,
It
please,
won't.
please.
It
I hope
can't.
it does.
It can't
Because
because there's a new regime.
oh,
She's
oh,
gonna kick. She's gonna start using the broom. You know this. This is normal.
oh,
This is normal behavior when something. I mean, it happened to us last year in my own company, bro. We got a new
oh,
boss, new owner.
yeah.
People that we never thought that was gonna ever gonna leave left. I got changed of teams. I was in charge of the game props. Now I'm in charge of international sports.
Nice.
Like I changed where I was. They didn't fire me or anything. They're just like, you know what? We need your expertise here. I'm like, all right, cool. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It
It
is what it
happens.
is.
There was an extreme restructuring. There was new team names. We were using new systems. Some of the systems are right, to be honest. Um, but it's like it is. And there's people that left. There's people who got fired.
Mm-hmm.
That is normal. And if she just got in, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah and Phil are out. Boom. That's it. No more. What do you
Come
think
on.
is gonna happen to us? She's gonna look at everybody. She's gonna look at the team, the management,
Mm-hmm.
because this looks more of a cultural of management thing changing. That's what it looks like. Not entirely the product. It's like, all right, you guys, what have you guys done for the last 13 years? Let me see. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you. Get out. And that's what's gonna happen. And that's
Mm-hmm.
normal. Will they overblow the situation? Of course. That's what the media does.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessary that should happen? As somebody in power, I mean, every president when they come in, the cabinet changes. That's
Mm-hmm.
normal. But
That's normal.
media is gonna overblow and everything. It's gonna be.
But Joe, you brought something to a good point yesterday, and and I even use this. I even said this because we for years when Xbox went the third party route, right? We at first we were like, why? Like the question is why. And then little by little, started to read what was going out there. We saw the whole thing about these games not selling, the thing that's happening out there, to get the attention and everything. We talked about this on podcasts. I don't know if you talked about it in WBG chat. I don't know if you did, because I know it was one thing though. I have talked about it plenty of times though. And I said, they're putting the games out there to attract the player that plays these games that are already moved on to PC or moved on to another console. I've mentioned it so many times. And then all of a sudden, because it's kind of funny though, when the blue side says, okay, we're closing down Blue Point, then we see the media go out there and talk about it. I'm like, really? It took you guys how long to do this? Almost 3 years to talk about this? Like what's going on? Because it's like they it, man, the thing is, I don't understand is it's like, why do you guys keep hiding a reality that's going on out there right now? Why do you guys hide it? Why are you guys so scared to go ahead and spill it out and talk about it and bring good points about it? Because if you start talking about it, it draws more attention and people take more notice to it. But if you guys
Um,
keep it quiet though, just to defend
I,
one
I, I
side, I mean,
I don't
shit.
think they're keeping it quiet.
You think not?
I think
I think because it's going.
I think honestly, and
Uh,
we're just comparing oranges to apples.
mm-hmm.
There's a huge difference though, and I heard this from because again, I'm trying to keep up with every opinion out there. You're watching a whole bunch
Yeah.
of podcasts and show. I was listening to this podcast that there was not, it wasn't a console war podcast. It was a bunch of developers and guys talking,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, of course, there's a difference with Sony. Sony is closing down studio, but at the same time, they're on their quarters. They're recording, they're
Hello.
reporting profits. So no,
Yeah.
that's why people are not even worried. If it hurts that Blue Point shut down, and they're announcing, hey, things are getting difficult. But guess what happening? They're still profitable. With Xbox, because they don't report numbers regularly like anybody else. They just
Mm-hmm.
show negative, negative, negative.
Yeah,
There's a
negative. Yeah.
huge difference there. I think
Mm.
people are less worried of Sony getting away because Sony needs PlayStation to always survive and things. Xbox, Microsoft doesn't need Xbox in reality. It doesn't need it. So there's differences. There's huge differences there. But at the same time, when it comes to media, they're not hiding it because Xbox killed it 24 hours later. It's like the news this time wasn't the media hiding it. It was Microsoft that killed it.
The rake, the famous rake, my
Oh
friends,
no.
the famous
Somebody
rake.
said that yesterday. I don't know who said it, but they didn't step on a reg yesterday on Friday. They stepped on
On
a
Friday. Ooh,
landmine. This
I
time they
don't know
step
what
on a
they said.
landmine, bro. That shit
They
said,
set down something big,
that
though.
shit said
Big.
boom. And what's funny is now we're realizing, or were like being informed that the information of Phil retiring was going to be announced on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
But
Yeah. But they
IGN got the information
mentioned,
before.
yes, they had to go ahead and throw it.
If you work in media and that's your job,
Yeah.
fantastic. You
Mm-hmm.
got the scoop. You got to do your job, right? If I got the scoop, you got to do the job. Um, so that's why they accelerated everything to Friday, and that's why apparently the statements felt cold. They weren't prepared. Sarah wasn't prepared apparently for the whole thing. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. But whatever. It is what it is. It happened, and let's just move on from that. We can't be crying over that every day. It
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
Asha starts his schedule in about an hour.
In about an hour, yes. The second day over there. The second day over there. She starts about an hour. Yes, let's kick some ass. But look, at the end of the day, though, she's responding fine. Let's hope she means well. Let's hope she goes
Have you
well.
read what she said last night?
Oh, I did read it. Not today on the show, though, because that response was
I mean, I
fire.
got it in front of me, right? She was responding to Brian McCaffrey because Brian
Hmm.
McCaffrey sent a tweet
Send a tweet.
about whether people believe her
Hmm.
account is managed by AI or not, or her
Oh, sorry.
showing her game attack faking stuff is a
Oh,
good idea or not. He was saying that
yeah.
as an opinion. I think there's actually an article attached to his tweet, right? Like, is it a good idea to fake being a gamer? Is it a good idea to fake
Mhm.
having maybe or not an AI
Some
tweeting or
hair.
speaking for her, right? And she responded, and to be honest, again, this is the things that keeps me optimistic, whether you want to believe her or not.
Hmm.
She said, "I agree. Faking would be terrible idea
And
and
wouldn't work.
wouldn't work. I also didn't expect my gamer tag to blow up, and the reality is more boring. I
Hmm.
created it recently to learn and understand this world. I
Hmm.
played with my family, and it's shared home account across devices, which you can see in a range of games and achievements." She's just saying like a whole bunch of people were playing stuff and whatever. Um,
Hmm.
fix that. Fix that
Fix
this
that this week,
weekend,
and everybody's
and
gonna play.
everyone is playing his own gamer tags. So I'm guessing she's like, all right, not enough. My gamer tag is mine, and you guys play on your own.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Play on your own. Stop using my gamer tag.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I get it. I get
I
where
get
this is coming from.
it.
I don't pretend to be the best gamer, or even though I'm playing, that's still not my goal. My focus is to make Xbox the best place to play, return to our roots, ship great things, and become stronger for the future. And yes, I'm writing my own post. I mean, if you read that, if you say that, all right, she's saying the right things again.
Mm-hmm. She's saying the
But
right thing.
then then comes the other part, the other side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's PR talk,
Of course.
and
That's
you're
pure.
like,
Yeah.
like
Huh?
s- the only way I can believe Asha what she's saying 100%
Hmm. It's if she
is
showed.
that somebody has to sit down and talk to her, like see her face when she says things. Like you can see Sarah's soul when she was asked about tango.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
she didn't have a clue what to respond to that.
Exactly.
You can see Phil's soul when the whole Redfall thing happened. I
Mm-hmm.
need to see this woman's soul.
Yep.
Whoever's gonna ask her the real questions or questions
Mm-hmm.
itself,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's I hope it's Paris or somebody that I kind of like. I mean, IGN fine, but I want to see her soul when
Louis.
she speaks.
Louis. Ask. Nobody wants Louis to ask a question. No, I'm
What
just
would you
kidding.
ask her though? What would you ask her for real?
I would ask her. Well, I'd be like, Asha, I don't know.
There you go. That's why you're not making
I
the
mean,
question.
no. I mean, I literally, if I had her on here, like for example, if I did have her on here, of course, I'll sit down, ask regular questions or ask, the whole. Because one thing is beforehand, though, you got to ask the whole community, like, what would be a good question to ask? What would be
No, that's a
something
bad
that,
idea. They will ask,
no, 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 no,
the
no,
things they
no.
will ask.
Oh, I know. Nothing like measurements, like the lady from the weather asked. I laughed so hard from that though. That was so funny. But no. Like serious questions, like okay, when you mean by the return of Xbox, what do you mean by that and stuff like that. So that's stuff, you got questions you got to ask though. Like, where are we gonna go? Like, for example, I know some people are gonna ask about exclusives. Like, what's gonna happen to the exclusives? Are we gonna head back to it? I know all those questions are gonna be asked though. And what is she meaning? Like, like to make it great again. That would be an also good question to ask though. Because seriously, yeah, no, of course, no, never. You got to respect her. She's a lady, and we got to be a gentleman. Before anything. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, though, that response was solid. That was a good response. I'm happy she responded. And the way she's sounding, is even though they're saying it's PR talk, it's the PR talk because that's another thing though, Joey. How many times have we asked for a PR thing like this? We've asked it so many times. We need something like that though.
Well, Phil and Sarah used to talk a lot
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
until
they
they
did.
stopped because they were attacked way too much.
Yeah, it was kind of weird
I
though
mean,
how they just disappeared.
after the 4 games, the whole 4 games thing, only 4 games, and that apparently that turned out to be a lie. They were attacked in a way that I know internally they told most of the teams like stay away from
Oh,
social media
oh,
because I remember Phil was saying is paying his respects to somebody who died.
yeah,
And the first fucking comment you saw, it was like some console war stuff. Like, dude, the guy's paying respect to somebody who just passed
exactly.
away. Like,
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
what's wrong with
So
you? Yeah,
it's terrible, but
it's terrible.
and that's exactly what's happening to her. Like,
Hmm.
she has on that post 400 likes and
Shit.
4,000 likes and 445 comments. Let me open the comments.
So real quick, so let me read this awesome super chat.
Yeah, go to super chat.
Electron Bandit with a $10 super chat, 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 chat. He says, I've watched a few interviews with Asha Sharma, and she seems legit. I like that she in these Twitter streets clapping back at these knuckleheads. Twitter wait. I mean, we needed even though they say, "Oh, it's PR talk," but look, we needed some PR talk, like some spicy ones. Like for example, listen, that beep bop one was one of the best ones. I was like, "Ooh, she's not gonna be tiptoed around," and that's a good thing because look, we talked about this yesterday about how we need to be like Xbox needs to be more aggressive, right? Like for example, if you're sending against Sony, hey, listen. You get your 30, not anymore. Unless you give me something back, listen, you're gonna get 10, I get 8, I get 90. Screw you. Stuff like that. We need that aggressiveness in there. We don't need this tiptoeing all over the place, like, oh yeah, I'm here, hey, and do whatever you want out here. No, 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 no. We need to get aggressive, baby. We need that aggressiveness. And my God, Joey, shout out to the 98 people here, 98 today,
Wow.
watching this show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Let's go. No, Joey, don't feel and seems start talking about on social media because of one thing. Tim Doc, he is the sole reason they cut back in time. To be honest, though, listen,
Freddie, you're probably right on
that's
that
all
one
right.
because that man.
Shit. I mean, if I'll be honest with you. If I had someone like that blowing up, I'd be like, whoa, you gotta watch out for that dude. I mean, this
um,
guy has made a lot of changes in his life, which is weird. We don't want that guy close to
I'm
anything.
seeing a lot of people, new people in the chat from yesterday. Thank you for being here. Hit the
Uh,
like button, share it out. If
mm-hmm.
no, share it out if you like to, if you
uh.
want to. Um, how about Louis? Louis is a great guy. I like him. That's why I'm here. um, but
Yeah,
um, I mean, if they talk, people criticize them for talking too much. If they don't
exactly.
talk, people
Exactly.
criticize them for not
Because they're
talking.
quiet. Exactly.
And,
That's the
and
thing.
it's like with Xbox,
Yes, sir.
there's never there's never a middle ground where people like they like chill. There's never a chill moment for Xbox. And
Holy shit.
if you're like I don't know, being an Xbox fan is really complicated
Yeah, that's the
because
thing, though. It's really complicated. Look. I've talked about this several times behind the scenes, though. One of the hardest things that I say about being an Xbox fan is that we need ammo. We need, to show it out there. We need that ammo. And one thing, I really do hope this lady brings into the table, this nice, beautiful queen we have, because now, we're referring to her as the queen, though, nice way. But at the end
yeah,
of the day, though, one thing I really wanted to bring up is that spiciness so we can go in and say, man, look at this great stuff that's happening, bring it onto the table, talk about it. Because listen, when it comes to games, of course, the gaming lineup is fantastic. I cannot complain about how beautiful the lineup is. Because look, no joke. If BB Money was here, because I don't know where the hell BB Money at. I don't know where he's at though. But if BB Money was here, he brings up all the time. It's like, man, look at that Game Pass. It's looking beautiful. Look at this week. We got this. We got this. We got this. When it comes to games, it's a beautiful thing, right? Because Xbox is kicking butt with that. We see it. We see it and we love it, though. We love it what we see. But at the end of the day, though, we need more spice beyond that. Because, of course, I know games is the most important thing we got to talk about, right? Because these are consoles. But we need more spice when it comes to that because it feels like everybody's stepping on them. It feels like that. It feels like, okay, PlayStation is stepping on them. All these big tech companies are stepping on them, all these competitions stepping on them. But we don't see like Xbox going out there and say, okay, you know what? It's time to stop. Let's put our gloves on. Let's fight back at least a little bit. Fight back. You know, we need that. We need that fight. We need that spice. That's the thing
you,
I'm asking for.
you want the console war to come back. That's what you want.
No, because here's the thing. There's always been a console war, no matter what. No matter what happens, there's always going to be a console war. We see it all the time. There's always going to be a console war. Always. That's never going to change, though. We see it because it's still there, no matter what. Even though Phil Spencer says, "Oh, we gave up on it." Oh God, it's been beyond that, though. It's been beyond that, though. I mean, it's there. It's there and it keeps on going. It keeps on going because we're seeing it. And we need a little bit of spice though to at least say something like, yeah, look, Xbox is here, Xbox is kicking, Xbox is kicking ass, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't want her to be talking shit out there without doing anything yet. That's a mistake.
Exactly. That's the
That's
thing.
a
That's
mistake. I think
that's
I
mhm.
think one of those two is gonna hunt her eventually.
Yeah, it probably will though. But at the end though, will it come back, and hunt it back though? Holy smokes. Oh my god. We got 104 in here, Joey. Now hit the like
Wow.
button, please. Oh my God. Hit the like button. Oh, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell. Let's go. Oh my God. And share this out. Bring more people in here.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you mean?
surprised. I'm really surprised.
I'm really
No.
surprised though. Wow. I'm surprised these
Yeah,
days.
there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Thank you. All I can say is
Thank you
thank you
guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you. Seriously.
for
Thank you.
listening to us ramble.
Rambo. Have fun.
Again, I I want. I'm really trying to be optimistic about the whole
Yeah.
situation, but Satya's in the background, bro. That
Mhm.
motherfucker.
We don't like that bald man, of course.
I don't. No, and I okay,
Oh,
and I know sometimes because Paris actually told me this yesterday. Like when I said fucking Aaron Greenberg or Aaron Greenberg, not fucking. I didn't mean. I don't mean it as a. When I don't find a word, I cuss. I'm sorry. All right.
exactly.
I
Cuss
don't.
the
Aaron Green,
heroes.
of course, Aaron Greenberg is a great guy. He's
Hmm.
nice. He's the best thing ever.
Hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, it's got
He's
to
a
be nice.
great humanitarian. He's a great cook. Something.
Yeah, yeah,
And I didn't find the word, so I said "fucking Aaron Greenberg." I'm sorry, but
yeah.
but and I don't mean this as a personal attack. As a personally, I don't hate these people. I don't agree with the way they've been doing their line of work.
Hmm.
They're to me, they're not selling me the product as they should. So that's why I
Hmm.
criticize Aaron Greenberg. Same thing
Hmm.
with Satya. Of course, I got absolutely nothing personal against the man.
Hmm.
I don't know the
Oh,
man,
we don't know the
but
man.
the
I mean,
way he portrays himself and how he conducts
if
business,
if we knew the
I
man, then
don't like the bald headed man.
if we knew
I
the
don't like
man,
the
then.
persona. Uh, um, Satya Nadella, not the human. I don't
Hmm.
like the CEO of Microsoft. I don't know if
Hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Love Big Money. What's going on? I see a lot of people in the set. I saw Zena. I see a lot of people.
Yeah.
Pickle is here. Um,
Pickles.
I see a lot of people, but the thing is, this is not Stream Yards. It's different, and the chat is on the other side, and it doesn't move. And Louis uses Emox as a different software.
I don't
Whatever.
know. Maybe we're about to agree one day. I'm looking forward.
Sour Blow. Aaron Brewer still has a job. I don't want him to get fired, but
Oh.
I'm still pondering that shit every day.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think the marketing part of Xbox has been questioned
Oh yes,
way
man,
too
too
much
much.
for too long.
Yes, for too long. It shouldn't be questioned. It shouldn't even be the question of
And now we're
100%.
hearing, maybe I don't know if it's true, but apparently some people in Obsidian are kind of upset with the marketing of their games. It's like it's not being whether you believe that statement from Mag or not.
Hmm.
Hey Zena, um, but I do see it myself. It's like
Hey,
yes, I pay for YouTube Premium. I pay for to not
I
see
do.
ads.
I do too. I do too.
But what about Instagram? Instagram have freaking ads. I don't see
Yeah.
nothing from Xbox there.
Hmm.
For the love of God,
That's it.
I go to the movie theaters. The sometimes
Hmm.
where I go, the first thing I
That's
fucking see,
my
PlayStation. Um,
PlayStation. We don't
um,
care. We don't want to see no damn PlayStation.
today, today is the Champions League game. There's a huge game against Real Madrid against Benfica. Whoever knows who
Oh,
knows that
what
knows.
time is it? What
Talking
time is
about
it?
millions of millions. It's at 3 p.m. I think
3 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern. But wait, 3
That's
p.m. your
what's gonna
time?
happen. It's
Okay,
just
so
Champions League game, right? When
yeah.
they open the Champions League, where millions of people watch,
Hmm. Hmm.
when the fucking thing opens, guess who's walking to the stadium?
PlayStation.
Kratos. No, Kratos and Aloy and Ratchet and Clank. They're walking. There's a CGI trailer always on the beginning of the thing. When they
What?
walk into the stadium, Kratos is walking to the stadium to watch the game. You got
What?
Ratchet and Clank, Spider Man swinging game. That happens every fucking week.
Wait, so wait a minute. Hold up a second. So you're telling me there's a live Spider-Man swinging in the stadium?
No, it's a
Oh,
CGI
damn! I'm about to get excited there. I'm
because
about to say,
Sony
watch
is the
that.
sponsor of fucking PlayStation and the Champions League next
Oh,
to Heineken beer,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
So you
I
see
did.
that every day. I go my where I work. I
Yep.
am two buildings away from the Latin America or the Panama headquarters of Sony PlayStation. I got the where I work.
Mm-hmm.
In order to go to the parking lots, I got to go to the other side, the back side of the building. And when I go to the back side of the building, there's two huge banners. And in those two huge banners, one has a fucking blue PlayStation Pro, and next to it, the fucking banner of Spider Man is still there.
Dang.
And in front of my building, there's a mall that has a whole bunch
Oh,
of LED screens.
Lids.
Guess what? I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of seeing Aloy on that fucking screen.
Oh God, don't get me started here though. Did you know there was a plan, a phone plan here that if you that it sell like Claro from here, Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I know
If
what
you get
Claro
to
is.
yeah, you know what Claro is? Yeah, so Claro in Dominican Republic, if you get into this plan, you can like literally buy a PlayStation by paying a monthly fee. I'm like, you guys are giving a PS5. I mean, where's the Xbox? Like, seriously. But real quick, before we continue,
You and me are in the same boat.
yeah.
We are in the same Latin America,
Oh
Caribbean
my
like
God.
region,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The potato chips, Adisa. You know what Adisa is? Of course, you know what
But
Adisa is.
we don't have Adisa here. I'm sorry. My
You don't know
sorry.
how Adisa? Well, same. Frito Lay's, you do have Frito Lay's.
Frito, of course you got them Frito
Well,
Lay's,
guess
man.
what?
Oh
They
yeah,
have
that's
this
too
whole
good.
thing where you open the pack of chips, right, for kids,
Yeah.
and you take out the things inside and you win prizes.
Oh,
Guess what? The five prizes are
tassels, right? The
an electro.
tassels.
Yeah, Tassos. Yeah,
Yeah, the tassels.
you
You
can
got
win an
Halo,
electric. You can win an electric scooter.
scooter.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh,
You can
that's
win a
cool.
laptop. That's
I want
actually
an
cool.
electric
You
scooter.
can win like sports jerseys and things like
Uh-huh.
that. That's cool. And you can win a fucking PS5.
PS5. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Let me read these super chats. Crispy Bomb 1914 with the $5 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He said, just a heads up, and boom did a poll. How to bring Killer Instinct back. Uh-oh, we gotta check that
No,
poll out,
no,
baby.
he
Let's
didn't say.
go.
You know, I saw that tweet when he posted it 1 minute away.
A minute
He didn't
away.
say how to bring like what? How would you bring Killer
How
Instinct back?
how would you bring Killer Instinct? Well, of course,
How, uh,
we gotta get the jiggle effects working. We gotta get that because without that,
no,
you
I
know.
don't think that's important. I think the most important thing is bringing it back.
I know. I'm just messing with you, Joey. I just want to see your reaction because I know how you got when you saw Storm. You're like, ooh, baby.
Dude, I
And
attacked. Dude, I almost killed Paris, and kind of funny when he said nobody cares about Killer Instinct. I put a tweet out there like, Paris, you
what?
fucking crazy. And no, that was like 2 3 years ago, and that's how Paris knew who I was because that thing blew up so bad that was my first tweet that went
My sword.
viral.
My
So
sword.
yeah,
Man, why do you people say that? What do you
dude,
mean nobody care about no
I
damn
look,
Killer
guys
Instinct?
in the chat. Listen, I don't. I maybe I complain too much about this, but it is really hard to live in a blue country where there's sprinkles of red,
Oh my god.
and there's no green, no
You know,
green,
there's no green on what's it called? Confetti anywhere. That's what you're trying to add to.
nothing. The
Nothing.
last time I saw Xbox marketing, it was Gears 5.
Wow. Really? Damn.
And it wasn't because I saw posters or anything. It was because on ESPN had commercials in Spanish of Gears
Wow.
5.
Of Gears
But they were
5.
promoting Gears 5.
Yeah.
But in those promotions, not one spot said buy an Xbox. They just showed Kate
Xbox.
flying around in that skit on this desert and
Oh.
her like scared and shooting and things like that. But not
Mm-hmm.
once
Mm-hmm.
it said buy it on Xbox. Not once that commercial said that. Oh
Yeah.
my god, your boss is calling.
No, no, no. It's my father. So keep going, Joey. Keep going.
So
But
Asha, for the love of God, if you're trying to say hey, bring back Xbox, bring it back for real. Sell the fucking hardware for the love of God. Because me and Louis, we live in a region that uh what is that? The points that Xbox Microsoft gives is not available to us. We don't get the special perks. We don't get none of that. We don't get cloud. So we need the hardware to play these games. Or
mm-hmm.
we either go to PC or buy the hardware.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We do need that. I
Yes,
saw a
sir.
tweet from a guy from Brazil.
Brazil. Yes, a country because
Brasil de todo mundo de Brasil.
yes, Brazil.
Brasil. I'm saying it in a Portuguese accent.
Mm-hmm.
From Brazil or Brazil, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
An hour after Asha got into power, he
Yep.
sent the tweet to her. He say,
Yep.
Asha, congratulations. But
Yep.
this is the situation happening in Brazil.
Brazil.
He
Yes.
said clearly there's millions of Xbox fans down here.
Mm-hmm.
However, retailers have stopped selling the box.
Wow.
If your console is broken, they can't fix it or replace it. They're not
Wow.
selling physical.
Wow.
Cloud is not really available in the entirety of country of Brazil,
Hmm.
only in certain regions, and they feel abandoned. If you
Yes, we
ever
don't have it
travel to
out here.
Brazil, Brazil is a huge country,
It is.
massive of a beast.
I even tell Nadella
How
when he
can
says
you
about the
neglect
cloud out there,
people like that?
I post out a
Yes,
tweet saying, Nadella,
they don't
really,
have
hit
the
the
money that
cloud, dude.
Americans have. They spend on that amount of money, but still, one
Oh,
money you can sell at least 1 million consoles.
exactly.
I
You
don't
can
know,
do so.
maybe. Yes,
Maybe.
Panama, we're seven people. I get it.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
seven, only seven, and out of the seven, five are well, yeah, five are my family.
Chico
I
food.
get it. Well, guess what? I'll buy at least two, three consoles out of you, man.
Yeah, because we need
Come
that.
on.
Like I keep on saying, look. We've all said this before, and I've been tackled down by this, and because of Xbox. There was some Xbox fans that came by like, Louis, you're Xboxing because you don't see the marketing on Xbox. I'm like, listen, if
Nobody does.
no, that's the funny thing. Nobody, it's not. If I was the only one, okay, but it's everyone out there though. But Joy, real quick before we continue with the rants, I see some super chats running in here.
Yes, go get it. Go get it.
Let me
And
go get them.
thank you, people. Like 100 people in here. I think I can't
Yeah,
see the number, but somebody said it is 100 people in here.
it dropped down to 90,
Thank
but
you
it's going
so
up.
much. No, here's the thing. Yeah, Trump put the tariffs, dude. Yes, Trump is putting tariffs on everybody, but
Yeah.
here's one thing that you guys probably know, or maybe don't realize. Everybody else, apart from tax of tariffs and taxes, we got import taxes,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that our
Meaning.
products are even more expensive.
Take for example, give me an idea. Let chat. If you guys live in the states, do me a favor. Go find out how much a Toyota Rav4 costs. Regular Toyota Rav4 without the upgrades. Tell me. Go for it right now, and I'll tell you how much it is here in Dominican. But real quick, let me read the super chats while you guys search for it. Sour Blow with a $2 super chat 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 chat. Next Xbox be called Xbox AI just for Joey or Xbox Cloud just for Joey. That's what we got to
I
do,
hope
Sour Blow.
so.
I hope
Here's
so.
the other crazy part. I live in Panama. We use U.S. American green fucking dollar, man. I got the fucking, I got the Washingtons, I got the Lincolns, I got the Jeffersons, I got the
Mhm.
fucking Benjamins. I use those.
Mhm.
I use that currency.
Mhm.
People come to Panama. Americans love to come to Panama, but like, oh fuck, I don't have to change coin. It's perfect.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of retired people down here. A lot of
Cool.
Americans are retired from here in Panama.
I'm gonna retire to Panama with Jordan in the front.
I got fucking Applebee's. I got Popeyes. I got Dunkin' Donuts. I got fucking Krispy Kreme. I got Wings. I got all that shit. Guess
Yep.
what? I don't got
What do you got? Xbox.
fucking Xbox. What the fuck is that about? Like, come on, man. Hey,
Let me.
Panama is so Americanized compared to the rest of the Latin American countries, right?
Yeah.
That's why they kind of don't like us, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Mhm.
Compared to the rest of Central America and parts
I
of
like
South, they're
Panama
like
though.
Panama. No, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like
Ah.
the cultural wise, we're like Latin gringos.
Mhm.
That's what
Mhm.
some of them actually call us that. Like you guys are too Americanized, which is could be true. I don't care, but at the same time, how the fuck if I'm so Americanized, I can't get an Xbox down here. But if I go to the fucking Chinito, I bet he's playing PlayStation 5. How's
Mhm.
that possible, man?
Exactly.
Yes, Pop. Yes,
Ja.
not Popeyes. Pop. Yes. Have you seen that, Louis?
Pop. Yes. No, I've not seen that, but
Apparently, somebody never went to Popeyes before, and she tried to read the name. Like, this is the first time I'm coming to eat at Pop. Yes, I'm like,
yes.
oh
Pop. Yes.
my god.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Anyway, continue, man. I'm sorry. Thank you for your
Yeah,
input.
baby underscore favor with the $5 super check 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 check. Sup, boys? Scrolling the YouTubes and y'all popped up in my timeline. Thank you for hopping in here, brother. Thank you for the super chat, man. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell because you're gonna be on pretty much every morning from Mondays to Fridays. Sometimes on Saturdays, depends if I want to play again. You know what? If I'm not out there riding the motorcycles, that's the day I ride my motorcycle out to the countryside, enjoy the views, have fun. But yes, but we're here for Mondays to Fridays in general. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for coming by, sir. And remember, hit the like, hit the
I want to answer a Juve question. Like, do you guys from Latin countries refer to yourselves as Latin X? 100% fucking no.
Oh.
That's only you guys up there.
Mhm.
Everybody from Mexico down and parts of Europe or Spain as an
Mm-hmm.
insult to the language and that doesn't make sense
Exactly.
because in Spanish there is differences in genre and genders in the
Mm-hmm.
language.
Yep.
There's words that are female and there's words that are male. It's not a sexist
Latina.
thing. Is there?
Latino.
It's not a
Not Latino.
nexus. It's not a sexist thing. When you learn the language, you're like, oh, it makes sense why you guys say it that way. It's
Mm-hmm.
for the love of God, man.
Yes.
But anyway,
Really quick, let me get this last super chat. It says Dave Reezy with the $2 super chat. Louis, make sure Joey's jiggle physics are enabled. Yes, because you want to see Joey Drew
yeah,
again, like
I'm
he
gonna do
did for
the
school.
where's the chunk from the Goonies, like the truffle shuffle, whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So today, Toyota RAV4 is 31,900 base MSRP in USA. Here's 50,000. That tells
Excuse
you
me.
right there.
I'm sorry.
I asked Chad, to look for Toyota. Here's almost 50,000 for the base one. 50K for the base one. That's how much we
Well,
pay for the import tax, though. I
well,
just set an example, though.
out of all the import tax that we pay in here, we had good. We actually don't have import tax when it comes to cars. We like
Shuffle, shuffle.
yeah, we actually made a like years ago. They have a deal with the car manufacturers.
Mhm,
They're like, all right, you can pass all your cars through the canal. However, we get like less price for cars and things like that.
mhm,
So
mhm, mhm, mhm.
I mean, there's perks here and there, but when it comes to Xbox, fucking shit. I mean,
Ah,
there's a few stores that has the ROG Ally, the white one, $725.
mhm, mhm,
And I don't know why it says 725. I'm guessing that's like the extra to make it profitable to sell. I don't
mhm. Yeah.
know.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Like seriously, like for example, I want to see the Xbox shine everywhere. That's the thing about that. I really to understand why marketing doesn't do its thing. And seriously, market, start doing your things, my friends. You gotta get it pumping, get it going. We need that marketing. I mean, look. It's like I always say about the whole Game Pass thing. When did the Game Pass started booming? Because of Call of Duty. I always say that. That's the time when they've generated 5 billion revenue because of Call of Duty. I'm
Oh
like, how come
man.
that one game has to do it? I mean, you guys have a great product. Get it
Yeah.
out there. Move it. Move, 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 move it.
Call of Duty didn't actually do anything for Game Pass.
What was it? What?
Call of Duty actually didn't do much for Game Pass.
It didn't know, but it got into people's mouths though. A lot of people started talking about it more as soon as they saw the Game Pass, logo shine on Call of Duty because Call of Duty is one of the biggest games out there though.
Yeah, nah.
That's the marketing behind it though. I gotta say though, yeah.
Uh, and
Mm,
I think they've been marketing Game Pass wrong
I think that too. I think
because
too.
okay, there's the little Game Pass marketing that I've seen. It's like
Yeah.
Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass.
But
You
what
should
does
be
it
marketing the
do?
games that are in Game
Game
Pass.
Pass. Yeah. I mean, what you gotta spice that sucker up, not Game
You
Pass.
understand? You
Sell it.
understand?
Yeah.
Like, you're
Yeah.
marketing a word, but what does it mean? Because NFL has a Game Pass. Did you know? The NFL
Mm-hmm.
has something called Game Pass also that you watch all the games, including
Hmm.
NFL Red Zone.
Oh, I did not
That's
know that.
also called Game Pass.
Oh, I did not know that though.
And
Hey,
that's the problem.
they took that in from us. Sue.
No,
Oh, they
no,
didn't.
that was
Oh,
actually before.
oh, damn it. Never mind. No sue, no sue, no sue, no sue. No suing us.
So there's a problem there. So a lot of people are like, what the okay, look, oh yeah, you got Game Pass, they're gonna tell you the same thing. Well,
Mhm.
what's that?
What's that? Yeah, they're gonna say, "What's that?"
Instead of
That's it.
saying, instead of
Yeah.
saying showing a commercial that gives you the
Mhm.
skeleton from Avowed doing some crazy shit, and then you show the Gears, the Delta team from Gears, and you
Yep.
got all that. You see the great games, right?
Yeah.
And then you say you can play this in Game Pass.
In Game Pass. Yeah.
Show the you gotta dude
Show it.
you gotta
Show it,
you gotta
baby.
show the
Show it.
boobs, bro. Show the boobs, so people gotta be like,
Show it.
oh,
We need Xbox
don't show
boobies.
the prospect of the
Yeah.
boobs. You gotta
Xbox
show the boobs.
boobies.
Show the boobs.
Why did that sound so wrong though? Xbox boobies, but okay, we need that. I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
you gotta show the games. They're like, yo, I want to play that. That's what you gotta do. Blue, you gotta
Oh, oh, I got it. I got it. Of course, I'm laughing my butt up with that. But yeah, 100% right,
You
man. I
gotta
mean,
show the games. You show the games on the light that people are like, oh, I
exactly.
want to play that. Where
It's
can I
like,
play that? You can play it on Xbox or you could get it via Game Pass. What is Game
exactly.
Pass? We explain people what is Game Pass because
Mm-hmm.
I have this conversation basically once a month, and people
Mm-hmm.
are like, "What's Game Pass?" And I'm like,
Oh
God
God,
damn.
oh God, again. I have to talk
Oh,
about it.
but
Yeah.
my and then the people who know about Game Pass, they're like, oh, but
No,
you can't buy
right.
games on you can't buy games on a game and Xbox. You only can subscribe to Game Pass. I'm like, who told you that bullshit?
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing that I just scratch my head about because look, okay, like this is an Xbox campaign.
No,
Good
never
campaign.
liked it.
Good. I gotta say, I like the idea that pitched through it because okay, you can turn this into an Xbox. Cool, I get it. But why didn't you all start it with the baby and say, you
No, there
see,
is
you should have
there.
started. You should have started with the baby saying, "This is an Xbox, and this is where it all began." And now, whoop, I mean, you got to give it its go and show how Xbox, has expanded to the places it has gone to. But at the end of the day, though, this is where it began. This is what really got this Xbox
It's
going.
gonna sound dumb, but I think
Yeah.
right now Xbox needs to do a marketing. You know the books for dummies. I think Xbox has to start doing a marketing
Xbox,
like this is
Xbox
an
for dummies.
Xbox for dummies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the whole thing that this is an Xbox, right? You should have
Mm-hmm.
showed that box or Bixie. Boo, 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 no. This is an Xbox. And they show
Mm-hmm.
the Series X and the Series X. And then they say, but if you don't have access to the Xbox immediately, you can access to the phone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Via the cloud. Boo, 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 boo. You show the guy boxing. Boo, boo, boo.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
via your
There's so much to
laptop. Boo, boo,
do.
boo, boo. You can access your Xbox everywhere. And that's how you do it. Don't neglect the console. Not like
Exactly.
the
Give it shine. Give it its
whole this is
glory
the
because
crazy
that's
part.
how.
The
Because
whole marketing of this is an Xbox never showed an Xbox. Ain't
Mhm.
that crazy?
They actually did show it for like a clip for like 3 seconds. They did. I
Of
think
what?
of just the console.
No,
Like,
no, 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 no.
let me go
Look at
look
all
for
the
it.
box. Look of all
Let
the
me let me
goddamn boxer commercials,
let me go find it. Let me go find. I'm gonna Google it
and
right
I've
now.
never seen the box of Xbox there. They
Well,
only mentioned the word
It
Xbox.
goes. It goes too quick. That's the problem.
Well, why would you do that?
I do not know. Ask Fabio.
I want cloud to be promoted.
Yep.
Either I'm a fan of it or not. I still see an opportunity as a business that cloud should be promoted and expanded on. But
Yeah, it
why
does
do
show at
you?
the beginning
Well, but
though.
why do I have to expand and bring up cloud and bring down the console? Why?
hmm
Again, there's a lot of people out there that prefer. Dude, there's some. Maybe the younger generation don't care, but
Yep.
us older guys that are spending
hmm
the money
hmm
like to open the box, take off the plastic,
hmm
see the thing, smell it, and in the weird
hmm
cases, ponies kiss it. Right?
hmm
Like we like that. Why take that away? I
hmm
know, I get it. Consoles don't make the money that the other products could bring. That is true, but it gives access to the goddamn store. If you have access, I mean, you buy a console. What's the next thing you're gonna do? Look at it, or you're gonna play games? And where are you gonna play the games?
Good question.
You got access to the store to buy them or to subscribe, right? So there you go. Access to the
hmm
goddamn store.
Oh, I froze. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
You froze. You didn't froze.
No, no, okay, okay. No, no, no. I don't know what's going on
I'm
with this.
just saying, man.
I'm about to
I
kick
want
this
Xbox to
computer.
be fantastically. I want Fantastic to come to the glory days. And I'm being optimistic about the whole thing with Asha, and she's saying all the right things.
hmm
However, again, I gotta say Satya's around, and I don't like that dude.
Yeah, I see. Freddie Fox says, guys, Market is if you saw the cost, you would think differently. And I'm not saying Xbox doesn't need a marketable console, but you just heard Sarabon, the no Xbox thing. But here's the thing, though, Freddie Fox. Listen, what if you okay?
It should be part of the budget already.
It should be part of the budget because the thing is, bro. I mean, why do people buy a PS5? Why does PlayStation does is where it is? Because they really do put a lot into. I mean, look what George just said. George just told you that when you watch the FIFA, like the the what's the competition today?
You think I'm fucking joking? You? I'm
Barcelona,
gonna share my screen.
The Barcelona thing that's gonna happen today. It's a big
Put it
match,
this
though.
way.
And,
Put it this
I
way.
mean, and they
Premier
fight.
League. Premier League.
Yeah,
Manchester City against Liverpool had 750 million people watching that game.
exactly. So imagine you having
Guess what's one of the banners in the background?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Exactly. So you got to get it out there. That's why you got to spend the money. Because look, for example, right? Last year Xbox did something I was impressed, right? And when I heard that they jumped into F1, I'm like, ooh, they jumped into F1, one of these cars. But I was like, okay. At the end of the day, it's a car and everything. But that car, like, it never
Louis,
has won a lot of competitions in Formula One.
Louis, I'm gonna share my screen.
And one day when Indiana Jones was coming, right? I mean, when Indiana Jones was about to come out, I remember they had the guys, the car, like literally dressed up in Indiana Jones stuff, right? And they had the racers wearing Indiana Jones, what's it called, gear. And I was like, wow, that is so cool. But did it get the appraise in Formula One? No, because this car doesn't win races. So now they're with Mercedes Benz, and I really hope that with Mercedes Benz they do the same thing with the big game this year. Like, okay, we got to get you in gear. We got to put it out there because Mercedes Benz one of the cars that actually win. I was like, that's amazing. That part of it because
Louis,
that gets the car, that gets the gear on the go. But it needs to go.
share my screen. This is the
All right,
commercial, literally a PlayStation commercial
all right.
for the
Let me see
Champions
if I
League.
can add this to scene. Let me see if
It's
I can
just
get on
share
here.
the screen, Louis. It's not.
All right, I see. Hold on a second. I got it. Okay. Oh, 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 crap. Okay, hold on. Hold on one second. Remove from scene. Let me see if I can put this. Replay scene. Okay, let's see if I can get that screen. Okay, there it is. Okay, got it. I got it now. But make sure you turn the volume down because I don't want to get a copyright strike
No, no,
from you.
no. It doesn't have the volume. It doesn't have
Okay,
the volume.
perfect,
Now,
perfect.
here's the thing.
Yeah,
Today I'm gonna see this video because I'm
hmm
gonna watch the game.
yeah.
Right. Every time before before the game starts, this is the video you're about to see. PlayStation
Wow,
in the middle of the stadium. Every time the game is about to start, this is what you see. This is a
wow.
CGI trailer.
Look at that.
Every goddamn time. Official sponsor. Every fucking time.
Yep. Every time. Every time, my friends. Every time. So that's what
And
we
you
mean.
wonder why people think about PlayStation? You guys wonder that? When
Because
they're
it.
thinking about FIFA and playing football games, what do they think? Oh, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation.
Yep. Yep. Because that's where you play FIFA. That's it. That's where you can
But
go ahead and play FIFA and play
here's
all
the
these.
crazy part, right?
Not FIFA
Nobody
though.
is.
The FC Club though. To be honest
It's the
though.
same shit. Nobody calls it FC. Everybody calls it FIFA. There's
Mhm.
not one person that calls that thing FC. Um, it's
FSA.
like Twitter. It's like Twitter. It's like Twitter. Nobody's gonna call
Yeah.
that thing X. Here's
Exactly.
the thing, though. It's the same Coca-Cola mentality. Coca-Cola is the number one brand when it comes to fucking drinking soft drinks.
Good.
What do? They keep on promoting Coca-Cola. They don't stop.
Always Coca Cola.
They don't stop.
There you go. See, and that's what we mean, though, Chad. I mean, look what Chris Brown says. Just a heads up, she has someone watching Xbox Central Podcast, and we'll leave it at that. I mean, that's someone who's here. Fantastic. I'm happy
I
to
don't
hear
know. I hope
because
so.
I hope so. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing. Because look, there's constructive criticism, right? As we said it before, and we gotta be honest. So because, like I said, we need that spice. Because man, you see that. I want to go here and say, man, look at what Xbox did. They're here. Oh my God, this is so cool. I was watching this event. I saw Xbox popping over. I mean, that's the stuff we need. We need that flavor back. We need that love back so people can, get people to see what this is. Because you know what's so funny? Let me tell you something, Crispy. I remember one day, this is no joke. I was in a radio show here in DR. They invited me to talk about Xbox. You know what someone did? And they called on the phone though. They called on the phone that we were talking about we were talking about Game Pass in general. They called the Nintendo Game Pass. No, because the Nintendo Game Pass, I'm like, okay, they actually know the word. That's me collecting data. They actually know what Game Pass is, but they have it on the wrong box because Nintendo does not have Game Pass. I mean, I'm like, oh God, you got to get it out there, my friends. Seriously. Because I mean, if someone calls in and says, Nintendo Game Pass, I'm like, well, at least you got the Game Pass right, but at least you know the name. But it's not Nintendo's, it's Xbox's. That
I'll,
tells you a
I'll,
lot.
I'll tell you
Oh,
how ingrained PlayStation is in people's minds and outside the states.
how is it?
Have you heard this expression before?
What is it?
Before in the 90s, early 2000s, when we were kids, our
Mm-hmm.
parents used to tell us, "Hey,
Apaga
whatever video game
Nintendo.
he was playing, whatever video games he was playing, he was like, he's playing Nintendo."
It's
So
been
that
some
was in people's
Sega.
mind. Today, outside of the states because the word doesn't make sense in English, but in Spanish it does. What
PlayStation.
are they doing? Ah, he's está jugando a la play.
Está jugando la Play. Suelta esa Play en banda.
He's playing. It's a double. They're using the word twice. It's like saying cookie cookie, but in Spanish it makes sense. He's playing play. That's what
Mhm.
they say in Spanish. But because it's saying play and jugando are different words, even though they mean the same thing. When they say
Yeah.
he's playing video games, whatever video game it is, they
Mhm.
say está jugando a la play.
Está jugando la Play, yeah,
They
because
say,
that's how it
they're not saying
is.
está jugando a la Xbox. They're not
Está
jugando a
jugando
la Nintendo.
Nintendo because
No,
that's how it was back in the day. Back in the day, I'm telling you, as we
playing
grew up,
PlayStation.
that's
Video
how it
games are
was.
now PlayStation.
Everything. You can have it on your cell phone and say, "Apágase play." No joke. That's how embedded it is, and that's how it is because marketing. And I'm telling you, my parents. I mean, the other day, my mom called. She's like, "What are you doing? You playing play?" I'm like, "Playing what? Play?" I'm like, "No, I don't play PlayStation. I play Xbox." I have to tell her that again, and it's not my job to tell her that again. Because why should that be my job? I mean, Xbox, get it out there, get it embedded into people's minds, get in there, show everybody what you guys are, what you really are, and that is a good gaming console that is kicking butt out there. Come on, let's go. Oh wow,
360 is
PlayStation,
huge.
huh? What?
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
We're gonna say though?
No, 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 go ahead. Read whatever you're gonna read.
It says PlayStation more game of the year, higher rating, more console sold, more games sold, more generations, more MPD1. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
that's true.
There's
Can't lie about that.
not a single lie said there.
Mm-hmm.
But that,
2013.
that doesn't mean Xbox should bend over just because PlayStation has it.
Exactly. 100%. Yep. All of that, all of that counts. Can't afford to keep Blue Point Studios open. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, yo,
That's true.
that's the situation of gaming, bro.
That's the situation of gaming. That's true. That's true. 2013 Documentary turned the box into a meme. It became too cool to make fun of the Xbox. Yep. Matrick did so much damage. 100%. I'm with you there. He did a lot of damage, though. He really did. I mean, look, will Xbox get back on track? Do I believe so? It will. I mean, if this queen of ours, as we call her now, this lady that's right there,
Oh no,
really
no, no,
does her
no!
job.
Nobody's calling her our queen. Stop it, Louis.
Hey, though she's a queen. Though. I mean, she's great though. I mean, she's queen. But either way, though, like I said, though, get it going. We need to see it, get it going. I know. As someone said, it's like they want results on Friday. I know we're gonna not get it soon, but I'm really hoping, we get more news along the way and stuff she wants to do, what she wants to bring, so at least we know and have something, along the way. What's up, Joey? What's up, Louis? I've been a huge advocate over on Xbox when it comes to competitive fighting games because in South Africa, it's the platform that we prefer to play on. Awesome stuff. Awesome
That's
stuff.
actually cool. That's actually
That's
awesome.
actually cool. That's actually awesome, man. And that's the stuff we want to hear, though. Want to hear good stuff out here. Bring in the good. Bring in the
That's
good, my
actually cool.
friends.
Of course, I'm not expecting none of these. I mean, the things that I'm saying about the marketing
Wow.
stuff, which is the part that really bothers me outside of all the things that Xbox has.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this if anybody at Microsoft is actually listening. I'm just trying to plant the seed. That like, listen, this is an issue. This is an issue. You're part of the big three companies. Well,
Mm-hmm.
let's say even part of the four pillars because Steam is a big company. Let's keep it real. Steam is in there, Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, and PlayStation. Um,
Never helps. Oh.
I'm trying to plant the seed on Microsoft to say, hey,
Oh,
listen.
South America. Oh my God, sorry about that. My bad. It's my bad.
Okay.
Sorry. My ADD kicks in. Sorry, man. I really
Yes, negativity never helps. That's
sorry
true.
about that, Wizzy. Sorry, Wizzy Tech.
And that's
Sorry.
what's the most things that are out there. But I'm like trying to plant the seed on Microsoft if they are listening. And even though I criticize a lot of Angry Birds'
King
work,
Styles.
because unfortunately I don't feel that he's done enough. Even though maybe he's not even in charge of anything, I don't know because I don't work there. I really want them to spread the word. Well, dude, you got a great box with a fantastic service with
Yeah.
fantastic games. Like,
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with the box I had, and it is crazy to me that a few years ago I had my neighbor come
Mm-hmm.
because I was we wanted to borrow. my
Keep going.
drill.
I'll be right back. Keep going. Let me go to.
And he sat literally. I was sitting here and I have my tools literally right here. And I was gonna borrow. He asked me to borrow the drill, and he looked at my Xbox because I was playing Mortal Kombat 1 in that moment, and he was like, "What is that?" Oh, that's an Xbox. He's like, "I thought that thing never didn't exist no more." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So there's people out there that one don't know the Xbox exists. Two, maybe they know it exists, but they really don't care for it. Three, the fucking Dreamcast guy videos got through them because you know how many times I get fucking DMs on Instagram from cousins and friends of mine or on WhatsApp telling me, "Hey, Xbox is dead. What happened here? Can you explain?" Like it's like the most part, the worst part of Xbox is the negativity is the most marketed part of Xbox. The negativity is has been promoted more than Xbox promoted its own product. And I say in order to like negate those effects or go against those effects, in my opinion, is to promote Xbox more and make people understand, hey, Xbox is still live and well. Xbox is still a viable place to play video games. It has great games, it has great service, it has a console. But everything that people, when they search for something on Xbox, the first thing they could see is the fucking face of Dreamcast guy and the words Xbox is dead. You make a search of Xbox right now, how many Xbox are dead videos exist right now? So that's my point. Like, I think the only way to counter everything is to promote Xbox more than it's ever been in its life cycle, even more than a 360. That's my point of view of the whole thing. I could be extremely wrong. Maybe the future is cloud. And I'm too old to understand that. Maybe the future is to kill consoles. I don't know. But I don't want the Xbox ecosystem to go away. And that's my fear when it comes to Satya Nadella. That's all I'm trying to say. Yes, Xbox needs Xbox marketing experts, and I do. Xbox needs to go viral, but at the same time, you know what Xbox needs? Unfortunately, it needs a Game of the Year contender and winner because having that mark, because PlayStation does that all the fucking time. Every PlayStation commercial out there, Nintendo commercial, they put it out there. Game of the Year, Game of the Year, Game of the Year. Xbox needs a Game of the Year right now to shut these people up. Like, yo, not only Xbox you can play video games and it has great services, it has Game of the Years. And I hope Fable and Forza, no, I hope Forza is actually nominated for once for Game of the Year. That's what I hope. Freddie Fox, Joe, Microsoft and Xbox will never negate that, Joey. If they want to know, they can just look. It's right in front of your face. People are stupid, Joey. I know people are. Not that people are stupid, but there's a lot of people that are gullible out there. There's a lot of gullible people out there that they look at things and they're like, and they believe it right away. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the chat is moving fast. Is moving.
Pretty fast. What's up,
You can
Casey?
still
How
have
you
cloud.
doing?
You can still have cloud, but promote the
Mhm.
Xbox itself. Neon green, Xbox.
Yeah, because
You know,
here.
one thing I think, and I'm gonna let you talk after this, Louis. One thing I want Xbox to do.
Mhm.
I feel like the green power, the green spirit of Xbox died a little bit once the logo turned silver.
Mm,
The Xbox logo right now is not even silver; it's black and white.
really?
If you're looking for an Xbox, look, literally right here in front of my face. I
Hmm.
have the Forza Horizon new trailer that come out that came with the guy that has the guy of Too Fast to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the commercial. Literally, I'm seeing the Xbox
Oh.
logo pop, and the Xbox logo is literally black and white. Before that, it was silver and black. But before that, it was the green and silver from the
Mm-hmm.
360 era. I think you need to bring that color green back.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that color green needs to come back in a way.
Yeah, mini Godzilla mode now.
Yes, that because right now it's just black and white. And maybe
Yeah.
I understand it marketing wise, and when it comes to like printing stuff and things, black and white is cheaper. I understand that part, but I feel like you got to bring that color green pride back.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're green, bro. Like don't hide from it.
Bring it. Don't hide from
And
it.
and,
Bring
and
it
and
back,
the
baby.
black and white logo, yes, is the Xbox logo. It's always gonna look cool. However,
Mm-hmm.
it will look cooler if it's green, neon green.
Yeah, neon
You
green.
understand?
Yeah,
Bring
get
color
this.
back, bring
Yeah,
life back to the Xbox. That's what I feel about it.
yeah. Give it that electroshock it needs.
Yeah, I feel a new marketing campaign should be pushed when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the Xbox. Right now, if you look at the Xbox marketing right now, the few that
Mm-hmm.
is out there,
Mm-hmm.
the Xbox Play Anywhere, what do you see? You see a bunch of people playing with a bunch of devices, but the background is dark and is black.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark. Like there's no color. Everything is muted. The same
Yep.
thing with I like that commercial a lot. Well, this is the dad that is in Japan playing on the ROG Ally, but every night he connects to play with his daughter. Great commercial. But
Mm-hmm.
the mood, the mood of the commercial, it's dark, it's sad, it's like he's far
Mm-hmm.
away. The
Yeah.
Xbox is the little bright light because it's coming out of the console.
Mm-hmm.
That's the marketing right now of Xbox. Everything is dark in the background. There's no color into it. I'm not saying bring the purple and the, you know what I'm trying to say, but bring more energy to it.
Yeah. Bring
That's
the
what I feel
love.
like.
Bring the
Bring
passion.
more energy back into the Xbox. And yes, I understand
Mm-hmm.
the Xbox, the OG Xbox was black and green, but there was green in it.
Yep.
There
Yep.
was a lot of nuclear power and fusion
Yeah,
and
that green look.
explosions.
I mean, that green is powerful. I mean, when you look at the Hulk, you think of green. When you look at
Yes,
Godzilla, you think of green. We need that big monster to come back. That's what we want. We want that monster to come back. And the way she's sounding, though, it feels like she's ready to head it back there. I mean, if it's going to be headed back there, which I really hope it does. I'm not kidding you. It's time to bring Xbox back. No more kumbaya, my friends. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. If you're gonna do kumbaya, be a little bit aggressive on the kumbaya though. Be a little bit aggressive though, because we need it. We need that. Like I said though, we want to go out there and talk. The good stuff that they're doing. We want to go out there and say the good stuff that they're doing. I mean, someone brought up the Starfield, how they did an NBA court. Of course, we talked about it. We were impressed by it because listen, at the end of the day, we talked about it. But has it happened again? Has it come back to it? Has this done this? Has this done that? I mean, that's the thing though. We need those stuff to keep on continuing onwards instead of getting backwards. Because look, for example, the Ninja Gaiden thing, they're grabbing the helicopter, playing Ninja Gaiden out there for everyone to see,
that
broke
was
Guinness
something.
World Records and all that stuff. But
That
cool.
was something to do.
But at the end of the day, what did it do? I mean, what did it do? I mean, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna rent a helicopter and grab a big screen and go play up in the air. No way. What? No. I mean, that's why you got a handheld for you to play. If you're on the plane though, then I'll be playing on my handheld. But still, I mean, come on. You guys got to do spicier things. You guys got to be everywhere. Like
Yeah,
I saw that commercial.
yeah,
I,
go ahead.
I saw that commercial you just posted about PlayStation, and I gotta say though, that you see
It's
that
a great commercial.
it was a great
Great.
commercial. 100%, it looks
If
cool.
only you could hear what I was listening to, by the way. It was
What?
even better because it has an opera music. It made it epic.
Made it epic. They made it epic, and that's what we need. We need just simpler stuff to make it epic. Let's start of our message of bring back to the green. we need to bring back a lot of stuff, my chap. We need to. We need to bring back a lot of stuff. We need to bring back that spice. We need to bring back that love. We need it,
Not
my
only
friends.
bring back not only bringing back the
Uh,
green, bringing back the pride of your characters.
exactly.
Like you just saw in that commercial, PlayStation is promoting the PlayStation brand, of course,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
with what he's promoting it. It's promoting with Ellie and Joel. It's
And
promoting it with
Joe,
Astrobot. It's promoting it with
Kratos.
Kratos.
Yep.
Xbox should do the same. Be proud of Master Chief. Don't
Yeah.
hide the man. Be proud of Marcus Phoenix. Be proud of fucking Kate Diaz. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, the car, Forza Horizon Cole is a car. But guess what? You could put a character in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You be proud of your characters too. You got 25 years of an amazing legacy, a legacy that has not been easy. You suffered way too much. Just to make the OG Xbox was a pain. You guys brought that to life in 9 months. You guys almost died in the process.
I
360,
got.
amazing console. You suffered the red ring of death. And you survived that.
Mm-hmm.
We survived the TV fiasco. Thanks
Yes.
to you.
Yep, we survived that though. But the question
You
is,
guys
how
should be
many?
proud of your legacy. Like, dude, we suffered
Yeah,
so
for so
much,
much.
and that
Yeah.
is fine. But at the same time, you had tremendous characters. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a commercial like, "This is Xbox. This is an Xbox." But who will be showing who this is an Xbox? Master Chief,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus. Fuck it. Put Banjo driving the car. I don't care. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you got new characters now. You got people from Call of Duty. You got characters from Activision. From For the love of God, you got the guys from Bethesda. You got Doom Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, be
Mm-hmm.
proud of your characters.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, Microsoft. You're a technology company. I understand that. You're an enterprise company, but you have one consumer product. And what does that consumer product sell? It sells fun. You're not being fun with this.
Nope. You gotta be fun. You gotta be, bringing. You gotta bring all
And
the
yes,
heat,
yeah, you
man.
guys make fun of me because I'm the Nintendo guy, blah blah blah, Kirby, all that stuff. Dude, Nintendo
Hey,
is all
Kirby.
about fucking fun, even though they're evil as shit behind the scenes.
You can't get more evil than that, though.
But they're selling fun.
Mm-hmm. It's selling
PlayStation
fun.
is selling you pride and
This
epicness
is good
video
stuff.
games.
Good.
What
Oh
is Xbox?
boy.
What is Xbox selling you?
Mm. I
I
gotta
want
say
people, I
though,
want people in the chat to tell me for real. What is Xbox actually selling you
I gotta say though
or
that
selling
that
us?
that Forza commercial is good. I like it. I just saw a little glimpse of it. I'm liking it. It looks good. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I
You
mean,
know?
look, Forza Horizon, you got Forza Fast and Furious, one of the biggest IP. When
Oh
people watch
yes.
that movie everywhere, people love
Oh
that movie.
yeah.
Why is that commercial now being shown in movie theaters where people know Fast and Furious?
Mm-hmm.
Furious, show that shit. I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm
Throw it
crazy.
out there.
Maybe I'm really crazy and I'm thinking way too much and I'm doom and gloomy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
No,
just
no, that's not doom and gloom because Joey, the thing is, if it was only you seeing it, it would be doom and gloom. But we all see it, my friend. I mean, I'm one that sees it. At the end of the day, though, I'm the one that sees it. I'm the one, I'm one that sees it, talks about it because I keep saying the market needs to get better. Please get it better. We need it. You see that first commercial? You'll see me tomorrow coming in here, be like, oh man, they got fat. I'm already excited for what I saw. Not only that, they even showed you the Xbox console in that commercial. Sitting in the back of the seatbelt, protecting it while he driving like crazy. That's a good thing. That's what we need. We need stuff like that. Bring love to that console. Come on. Yes, exactly. You are suggesting ideas.
you
That's the
think I'm
point.
fucking joking you, right? I literally my cell phone
Mm-hmm.
just vibrated.
Yeah.
My cousin Alfonso
Yeah.
sent me a message from on Instagram. Look what he sent me. What does that say? Hold on. Is the Seamus Blackley it's saying the end?
Yeah. Incredible. But kind of funny though. In 22, he thought when the Xbox One, it was over for Xbox. Literally, he thought that in 22. But again, it's no disrespect to the man, right? It's no disrespect to the man because that's his opinion. It's just an opinion talk. It's just an opinion talk. But at the end of the day, though, this opinion talk should have been next year or 2 years later. But no, no, no. They had to. It's like they're looking because you guys don't understand how these media outlets work. They're trying to look for how can we find something to doom and gloom. Because listen, the funny thing is, this is a change of CEO. It's a change of CEO, and people saw her background. They focused on oh, she's AI, this and that. So now they were like, okay, we got an AI person in here. Let's go to the founder of Xbox. Let's run over there and try to find this news so we can go out there and pinpoint his opinion of what might happen. The question is, that's the thing though. What might happen though? And he even said that, oh, it's going into the nights. It's going to disappear. Like like Xbox going to become Batman and just sit there and just try to find a way to pop out once in a while. I'm like, I read this. I was like, bro, look, honest opinion though, if this was an article that was put in 2 years later after she settled down and did this, it would have been a good debate. But for now, she hasn't done anything for you for us to hold on to that though. She hasn't done anything. All it says is she's an AI person. That's it. And you're trying to hope because she's an AI person this is going to happen. I mean, wait for it for you to
And
talk about it.
again, Bluey, I can't fault him for doing an article like that for
No,
Seamus
no,
Blackley
no,
to
no,
say
no.
anything like that
Listen, I know,
because
I'm not faulting him though. Not faulting him
people
though,
think
brother.
she's a puppet,
Yeah, people think she's a puppet. Yeah, and she's
and
got to demonstrate.
I can't say
Yeah.
no to that because I don't
Hmm.
know.
We don't know exactly. she has to demonstrate it first before we start, all this stuff. But again, it's like they're looking for that news to talk
It
negative.
is. It is a conversation. People have their
Exactly.
opinions, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not. That's why I can say, if you're pessimistic about everything, you think everything is
Yeah.
bad, you have the right to say that because we don't know. And if
Hmm.
people are being optimistic about things and think that things could be going to a good direction,
Yeah.
you have the right to say that too because we don't know.
Yeah.
Right now,
No.
any opinion on this situation is actually valid.
Huh?
That's what I think. Like no bad opinion. There's no bad opinions right now until she
Nope.
does her first move.
After she does her first move. Yep. And let's see what that move is gonna be though. Now the question is, what color should X be the Xbox Magnus? What color should it be? Hmm.
I mean, we know it's gonna be a color
Green. Green
that
and
is
gold like the Green
uh,
Ranger.
I know it's gonna be a
Nice.
color which is easier to produce when it comes to plastic.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest colors to print in plastic apparently are white and black,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're the cheapest colors to print in
Yeah,
plastic.
yeah. The cheapest color to print, yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yep.
I don't know.
Nah.
Whatever. Even though they did the little green thing on the top, which is nice, we all thought it was gonna be like an RGB thing. Would have been nice,
Yeah.
a LED light.
The LED light turned on, yeah,
But
it's nice. And you get the little Master Chief shining on top, little Master Chief,
that would have
with
been
a helmet.
nice.
That would have been cool.
Even though there's people that already mod the console, they put a LED light when they turn it on and it's
Mm-hmm.
green. That's actually
Mm-hmm.
cool.
That's actually
But
cool,
it's
yeah.
probably gonna be a black console.
Probably
Yeah,
so.
it needs to be black with a neon green accent.
Probably
I
so.
agree with that. Like, it
Yeah.
would be nice if okay, let's say the Magnus kind of looks like this, but when you turn it on, not, you don't only get the sad black and white color Xbox logo on. Like,
Uh-huh.
put an accent to it,
Yeah, like
or
slap it
strip
on
or a
there,
strip
or
that glows green. Like, come on,
yeah,
man.
or add the X,
Yeah,
with
Alienware.
green, just yeah.
Bring back the creator, the guy who designed Xbox. I don't remember his name. He's an Asian dude. Um, that when you see the documentary, his whole thing was about green and nuclear and power. Like
Yeah, power, yeah.
he was doing sound effects with his mouth, like shh, bring that passion back. Like bring meaning to the design you're
There
doing.
you go,
And
message
I like how this looks because thermally this is a
Mhm.
great design. Like when it
Yeah,
comes
thermal,
to
yeah.
his thermals, is fantastic.
Ooh, yeah.
But everybody who sees this, like I had my aunt once came to my room over here when she was
Hmm.
visiting. She
Yeah.
thought this was a speaker, a music speaker.
Speaker, yeah. It looks nice though. I like
I
the
mean, I
design
looked at it
though.
and I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks like a freaking speaker.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I mean, I gotta say the box is a cool design though. I
It
cannot
is, but
deny it.
it is, but it's still it's a little bit bland at the
It's a
same
little
time.
bland, yeah. It needs to
It's
be.
a convenient, well designed box, but there's nothing calling to it.
Hmm.
PlayStation 5, it's ugly as shit, but at least they try to do something aesthetic at it.
I mean, shit. No, that thing blows out
But
heat.
it's ugly. It's ugly.
When it's cold though, I turn it on. The heat comes in. It warms. Everything. Yeah, it's a nice one.
You think another Game Pass increase is coming, and how much would it? If you choose to believe Mag, what he said last night, fuck, I don't know. 30 is a lot. 34.95 it's too much. $40 is absolutely murder and suicide. I think
Hmm.
anything after 30 is just death. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion. Don't raise the price, but take off Ubisoft Plus.
Yeah. Or
Ubisoft. I don't think people.
or I got
I
a
don't
better
think
idea
people
though.
are subscribing to Game Pass for Ubisoft Plus. So I
Or
say remove Ubisoft Plus and
mhm.
add War of Warcraft
Yeah.
and the other stuff that you have there.
Or I got a better idea though.
Or give us a custom plan like
I got a better idea.
that costs $5, and when you add all together, that's your final number. I don't know.
One thing is another idea I have though is give us a tier. Give us the option of a tier that we
Uh,
can get day one
another
games.
tier, another
Yeah,
tier. We
it'd be
already had
nice
the tier.
though.
It's
I don't know. To be honest though, get rid of
the
the
day
20
one
though.
tiers already exists. It's called Ultimate.
I know, but at day one, when it comes down to Call of Duty, though, but if you can give us like another tier, though, that we don't have to use cloud, for example, for cloud
I
gaming,
think
though.
no. I think no more tiers. I think they should
No more
do.
tiers? Okay.
I think they should do like okay. This is
Uh,
Game Pass. When you're gonna subscribe to Game Pass, they give you a list. What do you want?
what do you want? Yeah.
Okay, I
Let's
want
do
day
that.
one. I want cloud saves.
I see what you mean.
I want EA, and I want this. Each one costs me $5.99. And when you add them all together, this is your final bill. I think they should do that.
They should do that.
Let
Yeah.
people choose what they want.
Yeah, people choose what they want. Yeah. Because to be honest, though, I mean, I like Fortnite. I play Fortnite sometimes, not all the time, but I'm not taking
You know
advantage of
what?
the tier, though.
You know what? That's funny because I'm not a fan of Fortnite per se, but
Yeah.
I do play certain events because my daughter actually plays Fortnite
Yeah.
and she does certain events.
Mm-hmm.
She plays the events and she needs sometimes help with certain events and
Yeah.
or things.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Whoa, how did you get that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I got it for free." They go, "How do you get that for free?" And I'm like, "She's playing on the Switch." I'm like, "I don't know." "Oh yeah, that's right. I got the Game Pass thing." And what she do? She tried to log in into the game on the Xbox, but her Fortnite account is not because I do game share with my son. She doesn't
Ah.
really care for. She doesn't really
Oh.
care. She doesn't really care for for Xbox. But then she doesn't get the crew thing. But it's like she's like, "Oh, whoa!" So now I got the crew thing, and it's beneficial to me. I had a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, "Oh, this is actually neat." So yeah, but I say that like, if you look, let's put it this way. Somebody said remove the Fortnite pass and make it 20.
Like the
If you make
20.
it customizable, you can choose to remove the Fortnite pass. I
Mm-hmm.
think they should make it customizable. Make it build your own plan,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I want day one, I want cloud saves, and I want this. The minimum is gonna cost you 20 bucks. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah.
Some people like I want the Game Pass, but I don't want the online play. Then all right, online is $5. Remove that. Customize it. I think it's easier if you give the customer an option to customize it. And if you don't want to customize it because you think that's too complicated, then give him the tiers. And
Mm-hmm.
for the love of God, Asha, your naming convention is absolutely dog shit.
If I manage to see. What?
Essentials, nobody uses that word in a
Mm,
day-to-day basis.
yeah.
Remove that word.
Remove that word. Please do
Remove the word
so.
premium because that had that conversation recently.
Yes. Remove that
Somebody
word.
asked me, "What's the difference between premium and ultimate?"
Mm-hmm. And ultimate. Yep.
He's like, "But why did they call it premium? Premium sounds like the most biggest one. Like, no, ultimate is the last one because it means the
Mm-hmm.
last one, the ultimate. Like,
Ultimate.
yeah, but premium sounds like the most, and it was confusing to the person.
Mm-hmm. It was really confusing. Yeah.
How about you go back to the 360 era of Xbox Live and call it Game Pass Gold, Game
Mm-hmm.
Pass Silver, and Game Pass just Game Pass Bronze. And
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, I know what bronze means. I know what silver
Yeah.
means,
Marines
and
and
I know what gold
gold
means."
means. Yeah. Nice little gold right there. Yes.
You understand?
That.
Like color coding the thing. I think is easier. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am full of shit.
This has been good suggestions, though. Like I said, though, I was actually going to do a show about that tomorrow, but I guess we've all ran out of suggestions.
Yeah. Well, the suggestion for me is, for the love
Yeah.
of God, start bundling your fucking games with the console,
Oh my God, yes, that's another thing that needs to happen.
dude.
I
Dude,
don't
I would have been
understand.
selling Series S's. Like,
This is why we call it the tiptoe conversation. Why does Call of Duty have to be bundled with PlayStation?
not
Bundle it with a
disgusting.
damn console.
But not only
Jesus
Call of
God.
Duty, Louis.
I know.
Like, there's kids
Forza,
out there. There's kids out there.
Fortnite.
Hey, I give it a bundle because PlayStation does this a lot. Here's a Series S bundle that comes.
Yeah.
I know Game Pass. No, just go and bundle it with Game Pass. A lot of parents and kids don't even know how to put a fucking code on the Xbox. Let alone they don't know how the things works. Like put a bundle out there, put a box, a nice beautiful box that has call it the Minecraft bundle. It comes with Minecraft,
Hmm.
comes with Minecraft Dungeons and
Yeah.
Minecraft Legends. It
Oh
comes
my
with
God.
three
Imagine
games
that.
for kids. Give another bundle. Hey,
Hmm.
this is I don't know the racing bundle. It comes with Forza
Hmm.
Horizon and Forza Motorsport. Then you give another bundle, the fighting bundle. It comes
Hmm.
with with Killer Instinct. It comes
You know what?
with Tekken. Who gives a shit? And it
I'm
comes
gonna
with another bundle, like the RPG bundle. It comes with
gotta
Fallout
say.
76. It comes with Obsidian's Outer Worlds 2. Like,
Hmm.
and make these bundles. Like, people sometimes people feel rewarded by buying a product that comes with something for free, quote unquote, for free, right?
Yeah.
Like the bloody bundle that comes with Gears, it comes with Doom, and it comes with Diablo.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, there's parents, there's people that don't know. They just see a box of it. What does this come with? And you know what I hate about the Xbox box now lately?
What?
The Xbox box, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't even have games, promoting games on the back of the fucking box. You understand what? Not even PlayStation. Remember back in the day in the N64,
Oh yeah.
and the PlayStation, when you flipped the box, it had screenshots of the different games you can
Yes, yeah,
buy.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Now
but
you grab
that's a whole different
somebody.
story.
I don't care if the yeah, bundles of a bunch of old games. It doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because PlayStation is still putting bundles of old fucking games and they're selling.
They're selling. Yeah, we need the bundles back though. That's another important thing though.
I
Because
still
look,
see bundles of old
because
FIFA games
you want to know
and
something?
old God of War 2018 and Spider Man 1 is still out there and
Can
they're
I
still
can I,
selling.
can I tell you guys
No.
something? Can I tell you guys something? Because here's the thing though that people don't see what's happening with this though. Take for example Call of Duty. Why do you think Jim Bryan got on his knees and begged for this not, this for this not to happen though? Like, oh, don't please do not let it be exclusive or anything. Because the thing is, when you went to the store and you saw that Call of Duty being branded on the box, though, you're like, oh shit, this is the place to play Call of Duty. And when you have a box playing with nothing on it, you're like, okay, this is just a box with just a console that plays games, though. That's it. But you have Call of Duty on it, that shows a person. Like I said, though, it's all marketing. The main point about this, this discussion is marketing. What's important, for Xbox to bring in? What's this? What's that? And a lot of people probably saying that, oh no, they're Xbox or not. This is suggesting stuff that we need to see out there for the box because we want to see the box go beyond. We want to see the brand to go beyond and do what this one is doing and make it better. Because at the end of the day, that's how it is, though. Make it better, my friends. You guys have the money, because that's the thing, though. You guys have the money. You guys have great games. You guys have a badass box that plays these great games, but yet you guys are not doing anything, to show this box. Though show it. Like I said, at this Forza commercial, I was like, whoa, I like it. I saw what he did in the Forza commercial. Him driving, having the Xbox in the back. I was like, yo, shit, this is awesome. Because he actually showed the Xbox, not a ROG Ally, not all the others. No, no, no. They showed you. I'm driving with an Xbox on my back. I show you this is where you actually do play Forza. That's the stuff we gotta see out here, my friends. That's stuff we gotta see. We gotta see that box get promoted. Give the glory back to the box. That's what we need, though. Give the
And
glory back to the
Jube, I know
box.
you're saying like what Fortnite, Xbox have done plenty of those. Yes, but not everybody plays Fortnite. A
Mm-hmm.
guy that doesn't care about Fortnite, if you give him a bundle of Call of Duty or FIFA, he
Mm-hmm.
might say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy that box because it comes with fucking FIFA."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't you think people think that way? I mean, that's why there's different flavors of ice cream, right?
So here, I'm gonna show
Just
you
because
guys.
somebody doesn't like pecan ice cream doesn't mean nobody's gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a people like chocolate chip. There's gonna be a
Chocolate.
strawberry shortcake,
Chocolate.
vanilla, regular
Exactly.
chocolate. You got cherry. You got a fucking whatever flavor you want. You should put it everywhere. And somebody said, "Oh, the Ragnarok bundles don't sell." That's not true. That's not true because if I go to the mall right now and I see your fucking pictures of all the fucking PlayStations that are out there, they all comes with bundles and they all most of them bundle
Mm-hmm.
with God of War. So it's either you buy the PlayStation or not, you're still getting fucking God of War.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is flavors, diversity.
Diversity.
And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about DEI. I'm talking about a diverse flavor of video games. Not everybody's gonna buy Fortnite. Besides, it's fucking free. Not everybody wants to play FIFA, but they might buy it because they have I don't know Call of Duty in the box. They might buy it because they have fucking Gears in the box. They might buy it.
Yeah.
There's different strokes for different folks, and we
Mm-hmm.
can't put everybody on a single line just because reasons. You can't do that. Not every region likes the same games. Also, there's a lot of regions that like certain type of games. I will never put a bundle of Call of Duty in, I don't know, let's say fucking Asia. No, I'll put bundles of games that they play over there. Like
Mm-hmm.
if Xbox has StarCraft and the Magnus is a thing, and then it can play PC games, I'll bundle fucking StarCraft to that thing and see what happens.
See what happens. Yep. See what
You
happens. That's the
understand?
thing, though. That's what we
Different
want to get
regions
there,
like
though.
different things. Different
Yes, sir.
places like different things.
Yes,
The
sir.
United States love Call of Duty because it's part of your culture, the gun culture, the Second Amendment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But in other sides of the world, they're like, no, I'm not gonna buy that for Call of Duty, but they will
You
might buy
wanna
it for something else.
you wanna and to Joy's thing right here. Let me give you another idea though. If like he says about Minecraft though, bundle Minecraft. You want to know something? You ask these kids who play Minecraft on the tablet, and you tell them,
Oh,
"Hey,
my nephew. Oh my god, my
you got,
nephew
I mean,
loves
let me tell you, he
Minecraft.
plays on the tablet though. He loves to play Minecraft though. But if you put the Minecraft character on the box and he's walking, let's say the toy store, and he sees Minecraft on the Xbox, right? He sees that box right there with Minecraft on it. Ooh, he's gonna be like, "Whoa, that's a Minecraft thing." That's what he's gonna notice because he started playing on the tablet, but what he doesn't know, where does Minecraft expand to? Because he basically plays on the tablet though, and that's a way for you to attract the kids to say, "Oh, I want that. It's got Minecraft. Oh, I want this. I want this." The parents are like, "Oh, hey, no, 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 but you already played on the tablet. Oh, but I want this over here. It's also got a because they look at the box like, oh wow, it plays Minecraft, but it doesn't play games. What they're gonna do? They're gonna go online and see, okay, Minecraft, Xbox Minecraft or something because they're gonna read the name and look for it and be like, oh, it plays games. Daddy, 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 I signed up for this for Christmas, and then all of a sudden he gets his Christmas gift and he gets his Xbox where he's got his Minecraft on. That's the thing that attracts though. That's the thing. That's the thing that we need out there is have all these bundles, have all this stuff because at the end of the day, that's what actually talks. I mean, back in the day, it was Nintendo, but what did we look at? Mario. There was Sega. What did we look at? Sonic. That's the thing that attracted us to it. It was Mario and Sonic because I remember those consoles wars, Mario versus Sonic. Though that was basically the big debate.
At the end of the day, probably my way of thinking is antiquated and it's
Mhm.
useless. Probably is.
Probably is, but it does work.
Probably is. And I don't know if it works anymore, but I know one thing. It's fucking
Mhm.
working for PlayStation and Nintendo. And you
Yep,
can't tell me that's not working.
exactly.
You can't tell me that's not working because I see that fucking thing every day.
Hmm.
Every fucking day. You can't tell me that's not working. It may not work for Xbox. I don't know. Maybe
I
Xbox really nobody wants it. Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I say, I just want Xbox to do better. We have a new president. She has new ideas. She wants to do better things.
Hmm.
I hope. I hope she wants to do that thing and not what people are claiming that she's not going to do anything. She's just going to shut down everything. She's going to close out everything. Everything is dead in 6 months. I don't know.
I don't know exactly.
I want her to do her best job because if she does well,
Exactly.
Xbox does well.
Exactly. That's what we want at the end of the day. Everything I'm answer for the next 2 years because of Sarah and Phil. Asha has nothing to do with it. Stop it. We never mentioned that it has something to do with her, but okay. But all right. If COD was a game made by UK devs, it would replace all the guns and knives. Okay. Everything is more expensive with blind tariffs on everything. Case that very true. I lived on Thailand. Most gamers were on mobile. And if they did play a console, it was like 2 generations behind because hardware in games was cheap at that point. That's another
Yeah,
thing.
well, that's this. Of course, there's different situation in different countries,
Exactly. Different. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but look. This is the PlayStation mentality,
Mm-hmm.
where it might sell 100 consoles in this tiny island in Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
They might sell 20 consoles on the other island in Southeast Asia because Southeast Asia has like 20 countries and little islands. But by 20, 20, 20, 20, 100 here, 100 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, then you go up more north and you get a few thousand here, 1,000 here, and then you got another country, you got 1 million here, half a million here, and you keep going and going and going, and then you end up with 92 million consoles old.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how it is.
That's PlayStation mentality. That's
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
That no region is too small.
Nope.
If
Never.
there's 7 people in Panama, they're gonna sell the 7 people the PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? They probably have.
Or maybe
Well, America is the biggest consumer. I don't give a damn. Sell it to everybody. It
or
doesn't
maybe,
matter. It doesn't matter. That mentality has to go away.
yep,
You gotta try at least.
yep,
And I'm not saying go overboard and sell them, say bring like millions of consoles, and then they are just there sitting
no,
and not selling.
no.
Give a few hundred. They sell
Mm-hmm.
out, give him more.
Give 'em
Then
more,
give him
yeah,
more.
yeah, feed them
Then give
more,
him more.
feed me
And you
more.
feed it, you market it, and people are like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And then
Yeah.
give it more, and then give it more. And when you look at it, hey, now you have more competition in the region. Now
Mm-hmm.
you got more users in the region. Now you got more feedback from the region. Like, hey, we need more translations for the box. Like, we need more games with languages changes. They get with more infrastructure when it comes to cloud, when it comes to a lot of stuff. And you
Mm-hmm.
start building and building and building. It's about growth, right? The United States ain't the United States of Earth. Earth is a huge place.
Mm-hmm.
Give it
Mm-hmm.
more places. Give it a chance. You did it with the 360, and everybody loved that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved the motherfucker.
Yep. Everybody did. Everybody went out there to get a
But now
360.
you got people out there. Now you got people out there associating Avowed with PlayStation because they don't know Xbox exists, but they know Avowed is on the PlayStation box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And even though that thing turns on and says PlayStation, Xbox Game Studios, they don't even know what the fuck that is. They only know that Avowed is being played on a PlayStation.
And ex-CEO of
But
ex-CEO said,
but my mentality is antiquated and it doesn't work for
you have
shit.
to get people into the minds, dipping the toe, and now and then. I mean, see, you have to get into the minds of people, dipping the toe in now, and then isn't enough. Um. So yeah. Oh, because of the ex-CEO, what he said. Listen, I mean, let me tell you something. Everybody's got their opinions. I always say that, and to be honest, so my opinion is this. I want to go in, yeah, I'm gonna go in with all the love in the world, right? We love the brand. That's why we have a channel here. We have XBI here because we love the brand. We love what the brand does. We love how things are going, at the end of the day. Because even though, of course, they might do something negative and we're going to slander it for it, because if we don't slander it, that means we don't have love for it. Because if we keep on like appraising the mistakes they make, right, we're in trouble. I mean, we're in trouble because they're gonna start stepping on us. We're the consumers. We're the one who spends the money on here. Sometimes we gotta scream, we scream. But at the end of the day, though, because we switched a CEO, right, doesn't mean the end. It's way too long for it to be the end right now. Like how Joey said, in order for that to happen, though, like yesterday's news would have been okay. Ash is there, and now they're changing. They're leaving the brand to one side. They're moving studios to another thing to support another thing, and they switch things around. And that's how it's finally gone. That's when you finally know it's gonna die or disappear, pretty much. But as of now, we're still Xbox. They're still kicking. They're still resurrecting because a lot of people wanted to see it die. I don't understand why they're on the troll for it to see it die. And to be honest though, sometimes for me, I smell like they're scared about something because the way she's speaking is pretty much putting a little bit of fear to them. But at the same time though, they're countering that fear though with all the stuff they're throwing out there. But listen, this lady just sat down. She's right now on her second day of being, CEO of Xbox. She's out there speaking, she's out there talking, and like I said, it's going to be a while to see what's going to happen. We have to chill out, and like I always tell everybody on this channel, and I say it all the time, worry about what games you need to play next. When the new comes out, we'll tackle it, we'll talk about it, but at the end of the day, when you're sitting down, relaxing at your home, and you're just thinking about what should I do, hey, turn on your box, play your game, and enjoy it. That's what you got to do, my friends. That's all you got to worry about. And if you want to buy something, go for it. And also, another thing I say a lot is protect your wallets, my friends. Because listen, no matter what, these are corporations at the end of the day. We got to take care of ourselves too. Because listen, if we focus too much on all this negative stuff that's happening out there, shit, you know what? We're going to become negative Nancy's too. But at the end of the day, though, for what purpose? For nothing, because it's kind of funny how many times we've seen the Xbox is dead out there and it's still here. Because, like I say, though, what did I do? Turn on the box and play this. I'll be honest with you, Louis or Luigi, or I'm afraid I'm gonna have to tell you this. You're gonna have to rebrand, man. Listen, if it comes down the road, if we gotta rebrand, we rebrand. But at the end of the day, though, I'm still gonna be playing games because that's the main
Re
point.
rebrand.
Rebrand, yeah. This ain't a rebrand.
Oh, whoever said that.
Exactly.
You really, you think you really I'm going to turn blue?
Hmm. No
I
way.
you
I'm
think
never
I'm
turning
gonna
blue.
you think
Oof.
I'm gonna break
Wait,
under pressure
sure,
because
yeah,
if Xbox goes away,
yeah. No way.
who
No
do
way.
you think I
That's
am?
yeah, exactly. We're not gonna go there.
Motherfucker, I'm the last bot standing in fucking Panama. I'm the only bot in Central America, allegedly. But I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Central America and the Caribbean. So you're good.
Yeah. Like dude, I live in Blue Nation.
Oh, I do too.
I
Woo!
li-
You don't
I live
believe.
in
Hold on for a
I,
second.
I live in Red Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still green. I
I'm
will
still
never
green.
stop being green.
Green.
And
Yep.
if green goes away, guess
Wait.
what? I ain't going blue. I ain't going
Nope.
red.
Nope. I'm going to PC.
I'm
Ooh.
going PC,
Exactly, because I'm gonna go
where
where I
I can still play my green games. So
agree games.
fuck you, PlayStation. All right, with all your marketing. Now this is WBG Joey talking.
Yeah.
With all your fucking marketing, with all your exclusives and game of the year fucking banger games that make you a better dad, you can suck a dick. I ain't buying your box. I don't give a fuck about your box. Never have, never will. My entire gaming career since I was a kid, never ever needed a PlayStation to be happy. I was a Sega, Nintendo, Dreamcast, and now an Xbox fan. Never needed a PlayStation, never will. My kids want a PlayStation, guess what? I never bought it. My
Mm-hmm.
wife had it when I married her. She had a PS4. Guess what I did with it? I don't know. I don't even know where it is. I know for a while it was the Netflix box. She only played the Walking Dead on it, but that's it. So if the world turns only blue, it's a sad fucking
Every
world.
podcast I've watched since this has
So
happened
no,
has
fuck
been
you, PlayStation, suck a dick, and
70%
then always
negative.
really green. And I
Hmm.
hope
Hmm.
Asha the Destroyer actually does what she's saying
Oh,
and kicks
right,
you right in the
right there.
fucking crotch and the balls.
Exactly. That's what
Because
we want.
PlayStation needs to and the ponies needs to be smacked.
Yes.
You're the
Yep.
most arrogant,
Ooh.
entitled pieces of shit that exists out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're the most toxic fan base that think that everything is a revolve around you guys.
Yep.
And thanks to you, Twitter is a cesspool and it's
Mm-hmm.
not fun.
It's not fun
So
anymore.
no,
It's toxic. How do
listen.
we know that? You know how do we know that?
Just
Because I,
open Twitter and see what happens.
oh
Open up fucking
no,
YouTube. Open
Joey,
up
listen,
YouTube and
Joey,
you see the fucking
I'll make it
dumbass
simple for you, Joey.
Dreamcast guy
If
talking. It's ridiculous. So
if you go to Walmart right now, let's say if you find a Walmart and you see a bunch of Xboxes out there, just record a video and post it. You'll see the
yeah,
love
but
right there. And you see the negative things. I'm like, whoa, so much that. But I sit here and laugh about it because I just imagine, you know, how like I said though, I posted the video because it was Silent Cipher video. I posted it.
and
They even asked Grok though, is this video old? And it was funny because Silent came by and said, Grok can eat this shit. You know, it's like
no,
that's
that
the
was the
part.
end of
That
my
tells him
WBG rant. The spirit of
exactly.
the
Because
WBG
here's the thing
Joey.
though, why do you all
And
think? Because listen, it happened. I said this before, and I'll say this again. When Sega died, where did everybody go? Some of them, I won't say some of them, probably went back to Nintendo. Some of them
I went to
went to
Xbox.
PlayStation.
I
And
was,
then
I was pretty
Xbox
linked.
came by and everybody went to Xbox. And then, we stayed at Xbox. It kept on going with Xbox and, move on with Xbox. And I've been since Xbox since, 2000 and I think it was 2002, 2003 when I finally got my OG Xbox. And then I went to 360. And after that, just been Xbox, even though I got, the PS4 to play games, of course. But at the end of the day, though, I'm always playing on my box. That's the only box I play at. That's the only box I built my library. That's the only box I'm at.
Mhm.
Why would I need to rebrand? I mean, bro, listen. If I ever have to rebrand, it's not gonna be the PlayStation. No effing way. No effing
Listen,
way.
Awoken Godzilla. There's nothing wrong with PlayStation. There's nothing wrong with PlayStation.
Hmm?
The problem with the PlayStation is the fans.
Is the fans
And the
100%.
fans of PlayStation is that if you don't play on PlayStation, You're
Hmm.
automatically something weird in the world. You're wrong.
Yeah, you're
You're
not. You're
you're
not.
everything that is
You're
wrong
the
in the
worst
world
enemy. I mean,
because you
it's
don't
like
like PlayStation.
you walk in the street, the police slap you. You don't know who he is. The police, oh, I
But
know you. Your
fundament,
Xbox, pow! Like what?
but
Why?
fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with PlayStation. It's a good box with great games
Yeah,
that plays,
exactly.
and that's it. But I don't like. It's not that I don't like. It's not my preferred ecosystem. There's really nothing wrong with PlayStation. I
I
just
mean,
I prefer my Xbox. I don't want it to go away. That's all
mm,
what I'm saying. But when you piss me off, then WBG Joey comes out,
exa-
and then I say the things that I say. But
exactly.
the more calmer Joey, the one that is like more centric and not centric, but centered. It's like there's nothing wrong with PlayStation. There's nothing wrong with Nintendo. But I prefer my Xbox. That's it.
That's it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, though, it's like great experience with what? Because this was funny though, and I keep on saying it. I want to understand what is the great experience? Okay, well, I got God of War, you got Spider Man, you got this, you got that. Bro, let me tell you something. I played Spider Man. Let's see how many years of
I'm a
my
DC
life,
fan. I
bro.
don't care for Spider Man.
Let me see how many times I played Spider Man throughout my life. I mean, I remember when I played Spider Man PS1. I remember when the Spider Man 2 game, one of the best Spider Man games that ever came out. I played it, I think it was on Xbox. And then, I have the amazing Spider Man on my Xbox. And then you ask me, Louis, what is the difference between this Spider Man and the other Spider Man? I'll tell you what, the story's different. The combos probably, added some extra saucy things. But basically, I've been playing the same Spider Man game all my life. So again, okay, that's one thing. Then you got the God of War, situation. Oh, Kratos, goes out there, all this stuff. Okay, I guess I can give you that one. Last of Us, okay, zombie games. How many zombie games are out there? Holy smokes! There's tons of them. Oh, but they don't have the story of Joel and this guy. Bro, it's a zombie game at the end of the day. It's got a good
I
story, I'm into it, but no. Come
I
on, man.
there, I don't choose
Seriously.
PlayStation for several
Oh,
reasons. One, the controller. I
I
never liked the
mean,
controller, even
yeah,
though I use the new PS5 controller, and it's
yeah.
really comfortable compared to the old DualShock 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
It's really comfortable compared to those, but I prefer my Xbox controller. Right, I
I'm
prefer that.
still in. I'm about to.
The ecosystem itself, I like that Xbox do give you refunds. I
Mhm.
like that there's no problems with me
Oh no.
adding my PayPal account or even my credit
Oh
cards in
yeah.
the box.
Not afraid of
That's a
being
pain.
hacked.
That's a pain in the ass for people who are outside the states. You must understand
Mhm.
the
I
way
mean,
we're thinking. We're
take
thinking
those for
outside the states.
example.
We don't live in the states, so
No,
we
no.
have different circumstances when it comes to certain things. PlayStation doesn't allow you to add your credit cards, and it's a pain in the ass. So people down here actually buy the cards to order to put money on the PlayStation to buy the
Mhm.
games digitally. So that's why
Mhm.
a lot of parts of the world
Mhm. I do it
use
for security reasons.
are still physical because it's
Yeah.
easier to just install the game via the disc than
Mhm.
to all the loopholes just to add credit to your PlayStation account. So
Mhm.
there's a little tidbit for a lot of people like why people PlayStation is still going physical. There's a lot of people that has that trouble on the outside, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't have. I don't have that problem with Xbox, right?
Mhm.
The ecosystem itself, I think, is more intuitive on the
Yeah.
Xbox. Even
Mhm.
though PlayStation sometimes have better features like sharing and clipping the games, I don't do that as much. So it's not a feature I look for. So
Mhm.
I prefer the Xbox.
Mhm.
Cloud saves are free on the Xbox. I don't have
Xbox.
to pay for that.
Not only that, it
So
carries if
I
you go game anywhere. It carries
exactly.
everywhere. Like
So
it's
that's why
easy. No
exactly. So
headaches.
that's why I prefer the Xbox. It has the Play Anywhere system now. That if I
Mhm.
buy a game, I could go to a PC or a Rogue Ally or any
Mhm.
device that runs Windows and have the Xbox
Mhm.
app, and I can play the game as long as it's Play Anywhere. That's a fantastic service. So that's
Mhm.
why I prefer Xbox. Of course, Game Pass. Game Pass. Now that it's $30, I understand that, but still, it's giving us a whole bunch of games,
Ooh.
fantastic indie games, and it's been
Ooh.
constant when it comes to dropping games. That's
Mhm.
why I prefer Xbox. Now, when it comes to PlayStation, I've never been a fan of The Last of Us because I said, and I always said, even though I played the
Mhm.
first one, I said I think The Walking Dead from Telltale is a better narrative game than The Last of Us. Narrative game. I'm not talking about the gameplay because there are two different genres of game. So I think The Last of Us is overrated. I do really like Uncharted. But guess what? PlayStation ain't doing Uncharted games no more.
We got Tomb
So I don't have a reason to buy a PlayStation at that point. And
Raider.
then you got God of War. I think it's the only IP worth for them when it comes to PlayStation. But
Mhm.
guess what? I'm talking about God of War from Greece.
Hmm.
I ain't talking about this new Valhalla God of War.
Valhalla, boy.
So, as I did play 2018,
Hmm.
fantastic game. I
Hmm.
still prefer
The old
the
ones.
the old ones.
Hmm.
So, okay, there's another reason I don't buy God of War. I'm not a fan of Gran Turismo. Never was, never will.
Hmm.
Horizon, Horizon Zero Dawn. Are you seriously?
Oh no. Don't bring up
Spider Man.
Spider Man.
Now you got Spider Man. Dude, I'm a DC fan. I don't know if you're looking around me, but there's Batman is right here. You can't see Green Lantern that is right here. There's Superman right here. There's another Batman right here, and I have a whole bunch of comic books up there that I've shown previously, and all of them are DC comic books. You think I give a damn about Spider Man? I can't relate to Spider Man. He's a teenager. He never grows. Even though in the comic books he's an adult, and he got a girl's pregnant. But the depiction of Spider Man is still an immature guy. I relate more to Batman. And guess what? They gave me the best superhero video games in history with the Arkham series. So why
Yes.
do I need Spider Man for?
And now we're getting Lego Batman.
And then you come with it, okay, you're taking away exclusives from us. All right, that kind of hurts sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But guess what?
No.
If the plan goes as they say it goes, and then we're getting Steam and Epic, those worries are going away. So,
Hmm.
in my personal life and view in my gaming career, PlayStation has been a known, not even, it's been a zero. It's been a non commodity. I don't need it. And I've been happy.
Yeah, because like I said, you're talking about like 5 or 6 titles because okay, you love Astronaut, cool, but you're talking about 5 or 6 titles, but you like
Astro Buy is a great game, but I'm not
yeah,
going
but
to go buy a PlayStation for that.
exactly because I mean, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff for us to play here. It ain't even funny. And again, that's the only you guys have that little narrative there, but it's not the most important argument because that argument got destroyed when we saw the ABK deal. That argument then again got destroyed. I mean, from beyond that, I mean that narrative right there got even more destroyed when we saw the 30th anniversary PlayStation numbers about what people actually buy on PlayStation and what was it. The only game that people bought that made PlayStation money from exclusives was Spider-Man. And the rest, it was Call of Duty, 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 and GTA, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. I was like, why? What happened to your exclusives though? I mean, that's the best one right there. I mean, you guys don't have like seriously, like I say though, we're not missing out on anything because at the end of the day though, because you had Redfall, you saw Redfall, you didn't like Redfall. Okay, so you're gonna exclude a box because of that game. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you guys got right now Sons of Sparta. Right now, I'm not saying it's a terrible game, but you guys had Sons of Sparta. It wasn't the best God of War game. You're not excluding PlayStation for that? I mean, come on, guys. Where are we at? I mean, look, Xbox
And
has
again,
all these great
and they want
games
to
in
hear
there.
they want to hear things that I'm not saying. I'm not saying
Yeah.
these games of PlayStation are bad.
Hmm.
But if you want to sell me a PlayStation, you're not selling me a PlayStation with those arguments,
No, you're not. Sorry, no.
right? Those arguments. I bought an Xbox, of course. I
All
bought a
right, cool.
360 because I saw Gears of War.
Yeah, that's it.
I bought that for Gears of War. But then over the years,
Hmm.
my taste of video games has changed way too much.
Oh yeah.
And
Woo!
now I'm playing fucking Age of Empires 2 that came out in 1997.
Oh god. Hmm. But here's the thing, though, SNK Kev. I do not follow the trend because Jeff Keighley gave an award to Astro. I don't follow that trend. You know what? For me, for example, my game of the year 2 years ago, and I even said this, and I found it seriously. I was like, why not? It was Howard's Legacy. It's a shame it wasn't there. And after that, that's the time when I literally said, okay, Jeff, bye
That
bye.
was political. That
That
was
was a
political.
political thing. I said bye bye to Jeff. That's it. That's done for me. It wasn't because they don't give awards to Xbox. I said bye bye to them because seriously, Hogwarts Legacy was that year the game of the year. Great gameplay, great fun. I mean, if you were a Harry Potter fan, that's what you would have wanted in that game.
That's a great game. That's a great game.
Mhm.
By the way, some OG Gamer 78 said, "Will
Oh
Xbox
god.
exist 5 years?"
Yeah,
Oh my god! In the chat move,
yeah. Kev,
uh,
you want to
five years.
laugh at something? One of the worst Call of Duties was the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. That was one of the worst one, and Call of Duty bounced back. So if you believe that Call of Duty won't bounce back, man, I mean, you got to check your
I
history,
mean,
my
it's
friend.
bouncing back right now.
It's bouncing
It's
back
steady
right now. I mean,
right now.
January was a top-selling game. I mean, come on, man.
Call of Duty is not doing the
You
bangers
know
like
what?
immediate bangers, but guess what it's doing?
We're
It's
getting
steady.
pony. I feel like we're
It's
getting
steady.
a little bit of pony arguments. But look, I want to tell you something, Freddie Fox. Of course, you know there's a lot of negative talk out there, and let me tell you something, Freddie Fox. That you said that 70% negative, 30% positive. Listen, do what I do. You know what I do? I grab a box of popcorn, eat it, and just see what they gotta say, and that's it. And then you know what I do next? I go ahead and turn on my console and play my game.
Hmm.
That's
I
it.
want to I want to answer OG gamers question.
What was it?
Will Xbox exist 5 years from now? I don't know.
Mm. Yeah,
I don't know. I wish it would. I wish it
there
could.
you go.
Oh,
See,
I wish it will. And I'll always root for Xbox because I don't want Nintendo to go away. I don't want PlayStation to go away. I don't want Steam
no,
to go away. I don't want
no,
Xbox to go away.
no,
But for
you don't
some
need that.
reason, there's a part of no, I'm not saying it's hate.
No.
Um, there's a part of the gaming sector that actually feels like they want Xbox to go away, and
Mm-hmm.
that is a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
I don't want things to go away. It's terrible.
It's terrible. When things goes away, you know what happens? Everybody takes advantage, my friends. We do not need that right now. And the way it is, because let me tell you something, and I keep on saying this. When you have a company, which I said props for them for being honest though, but shit. But when you have a company that goes out there and in your face tells you, hey, listen, in order for us to keep our PS5 consoles prices down, right, for us to sell the console, we're gonna have to charge our install base more money, and you guys did not give a rant about that and didn't say nothing, that tells you much about you guys. That tells you how crazy you guys are. I mean, if Xbox said that, whoo, we would have been, everybody would have been burning that alive. But PlayStation said it, and they posted it out there, but all of a sudden Christopher Judge comes out and says, boy, we're getting a new God of War. Yeah, let's go. And man, after that, that was all forgotten. And then after that happened, you guys got the Death Bunch, which was the big Blue Point closure, which you all went out there, cried like crazy, and went insane. Now understand what's happening because us, the Xbox guys, have been telling you guys for years what's happening out there. You all don't want to listen because y'all want to believe what the media and the other fans say to keep it positive because it's all you do. But at the end of the day, it's crumbling for you guys. Your narratives are dying. No joke. I mean, you're looking at a guy right here, and let me tell you something. You're looking at a guy right here that has all the boxes. I got my Switch, I got my PS5, I got my Xbox, I got all the boxes. No joke, I do. And I'm not saying it just to brag about it. But at the end of the day, though, ask me where I play the most. It's on my Xbox because it's the one that's giving me all the freaking games that I love and I enjoy and I'm having fun with. Over there, I got nothing.
Jason Portillo, like
Hmm.
Portillo. I'll say this: if Xbox goes away, the console goes away, right? Let's say the hardware part of Xbox goes away.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of Microsoft, since
Yeah.
the beginning,
Yep.
since MS DOS, Microsoft
Yeah.
has had a
Whew.
gaming sector, a gaming division, a
Mm-hmm.
small one at
Small
that
one.
time, but there was always making games. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys can correct me on this, if I'm not mistaken, even the one of the first piece of software ever written on a Microsoft software when it comes to MS DOS or Windows, one of the first code written was a video game. So they will always have, I think, and I hope, a video game sector. Whether they sell consoles or not, they will keep being a publisher. They will keep selling the software because Microsoft, it's a software company, right? That's the contradiction when it comes to Xbox. They're a software company selling hardware, and that's a little bit of a contradiction there. But I think they will always sell games in a certain way. Maybe not all the publishers would be there. I don't know, Sourplo. It's that picture's always been there. When I log in, I always think that you said that, that you're here with that, and you're not. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not. I don't know how do I say this. I'm not wishing nobody wrong when it comes to these companies because PlayStation goes away, thousands of people loses their job. If Xbox goes away, thousands of people lose their job. That's not what I'm wishing for. And I do the console war in WBG. My way of thinking changes a little bit because the chat is different, the energy is different. Where that podcast was created to fight ponies. Over here, I'm trying to give you my honest opinion, and I don't want none of these companies to go away. But uh, I'm not a fan of PlayStation, and I'm sorry.
No, not gonna
It
happen.
is what it is.
It is what it is. Oh, am I back? Okay, I'm back.
Of
All right.
course, I can be toxic. I've been on 100% toxic.
Hey,
Sometimes
Bounty! What up, man?
oh yeah, man.
Oh.
And sometimes it happens. Sometimes I say things in WBG, and the second I say it in my mind, I'm like, why did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, I immediately know when I said fucking Aaron Greenberg. In my mind, I was like, ugh. I didn't really mean it that way. I just didn't find the word, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, fucking Aaron Greenberg. Oh, well, sometimes when I call
No, no, I went single there.
Laura Fry a bitch, I really don't mean she's a bitch. It just came out that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like those things I gotta learn to.
To control.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, but look at
And
the
the
end.
other feedback that I have, I talk too much. I'm sorry, so I gotta shut up.
He talks too much. Joey comes out here red. So that this looks so good. I played it for an hour last year, and for whatever reason, I haven't gone back this year. I need to pick it up and start over again. Listen, that was the time where I said goodbye to Jeff. I mean, it's not because it doesn't put Xbox on the awards. I don't give a shit if he does or not. Because if I go watch the Game Awards, I watch it for the games that are being shown 100%. That's it. That's what I watch it for. Who wins or not, I don't care. I mean, and I even said this, during the year. I said, well, Jeff, what are you going to do? Because, okay, part of your numbers weren't as great as it was last year or not. I mean, you got to do something because one thing is for sure, the guys who play games over here on this box are seeing what you're doing. And it's your show. You do whatever you want, my friend. But listen, for example, there should have been at least, Oblivion, or there should have been at least, let's say South of Midnight been announced, for the game. Whichever game, whatever. Just have one game on there be announced and that's it. But what you do is you put it to a side. And that's it. And when you do that, you know what that does? That tells the Xbox fans, hey, we're not going to go watch it. We don't care. I mean, we're going to watch the trailers and that's it. Or they wait a day, to get the trailers out there. That's all. Or to make fun of you for like the stuff you do. That's all. That's what we do. But look, chat. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, listen. No matter what people throw out there, as of right now, and I always say this: wait for the company to speak, wait for the company to say, stop following all these crazy rumor stuff, stop following all this, whatever is going on out there. Because to be honest, though, this lady, this is her second day on the job. She has 1 hour in, it's 9 a.m. right now. And she has not. Well, you know what she's done? She's just responded to Twitter. She's gathering the data. She's looking at things. We don't know if we're probably this week. We'll probably get an announcement of something that's going to change or not. Probably not. Probably it's going to be a year away. We're going to get an announcement something changed. But I know something for a fact is that as of right now, at this very moment, all I know is this: turn on my Xbox and play games. I see more games dropping the Game Pass. We just got a Forza commercial, which looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to sit down and see it and just hear it and enjoy that commercial. The proper way we got to do. And that's what we got to worry about is what are we going to play next? I don't care what this guy said. I don't care what he dug up from the ground. I don't care none of that stuff because at the end of the day, listen, if it happened, it happened. But I can still turn on my box and play games. That's all I care about. And I'm having fun with my box. That's all I care about, my friends. Listen, we talk about it. We have our fun because we do. This is all fun talk. But you cannot take it personally because I've already said this before, and I'll say this again. If you ask me, Lou, where would you like to invest? I mean, what would scare you? What would you be scared not to invest to? I mean, I'll tell you something. Xbox has expanded its ecosystem. And I know that if the console goes away, at least I have my games over here, till they decide to kill it, if they do, which I know they won't, but it's going to be there. I know my games will be there, so I'm not scared over here. But over there, though, you're locked in there. And over the other side, you're locked in there. Where are you guys going to go if something major happens and it shuts down? You got to think stuff like that. And that's the thing I say, though. Play your games, have fun, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, my friends. And I know Freddie Fox says there's a lot of negative conversation out there on Xbox. The thing is, it sucks there's a negative conversation, but us here, we're trying to bring out the positive and keep positive as much as we can. And of course, we might go out there and say some stuff because you know why we say it? It's constructive criticism because they need to hear the fans out on what we want to see. Because like how Joey is and how I am here in Dominican, I mean, I'm in the Blue Nation. Joey's in the Blue Nation. We're in Blue Nation right here. I mean, you go out there and you talk to a PlayStation fan, you're like, oh, I'm an Xbox fan. Like, oh shit, they get, especially the ones who are super fans, they consider you the enemy. They consider you like the worst thing out there, which sucks that we have to deal with that. But at the end of the day, they need to bring that power back. They need to give us that power so we can have things to fight off because it's always going to be negative news. I understand, and we keep on keep on fighting to the end because that's how we are. We're going to fight to the end. But all I know is right now, I see good things happening, and now let's see the good things proceed and turn out to be fucking awesome. That's what I want to see. That's all I'm asking for. Do it. Get the actions out there. Same thing with Joey. Get it out there. Get it out there. Another thing, I know you listen to all the podcasters that say a lot of stuff and bring a lot of stuff into the table. Like, there's going to be a break past price size, there's going to be a lot of stuff. But I do know one thing, though. I know where the hikers are going to go first, though. I know where's it going to happen because they said something that they did not notice it because they don't talk about it. I mean, PlayStation said literally, hey, we're going to hike our prices over there in software and games and networks. You know what that means, though? It ain't gonna be pretty. I want to know the reaction though after that. You don't want to see. Well, it's okay to have games at 80. I mean, I'll be able to pay 100. That's their excuse. And another thing is, oh, the service is perfect though, no problem. Yeah, they don't go out there until the service get better, which it has not. It's still the same thing as it was 3 years ago when they increased the prices, and nobody has said nothing about it. But you know how it is. But us over here, we're fine. We're playing games. Have fun, my friends. Do not worry if it's gonna die or not, because I'll tell you something. There's like Joey said earlier. There's 100 billion in investment in there. It ain't gonna go away for a while. Ooh-wee.
Or at least I hope.
Mhm. Joey, you can't. That's too much money, man. You gotta get the cash back, no matter what. Mm.
Man, if somebody could do a podcast for me and it's an AI, wow, that would be great.
If I can get someone out there to respond to my tweets, I'll be fucking happy. That's one less thing for me to worry about.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I use AI when it comes to emails at work, but how
Mm.
do I do it? I write the email
Email
myself,
self, and you just ask it to
and
correct
then
it,
I copy it. No, I
and
don't
that's
even
it.
ask it to. I don't ask it to correct it. I
Mm.
ask him, "Hey, rephrase it." And
Mm-hmm.
when I read it, it's exactly what I wanted to say. Was just with beautiful words. And sometimes I
Thank you.
edit things.
Correct
I'm
it.
like, hold on, didn't mean it that way, so I delete that, add this. So it's still my words. It's
Yeah.
just more eloquently said sometimes. But
More.
sometimes I send emails with 3 words. Noted.
Yep.
I do that.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, thank you.
Cool.
I don't
Thank you.
need AI for that. But when it
Yeah.
comes to longer emails that I gotta send, yeah, I use AI to rephrase it. But when it comes to Twitter, that's 100% me. Well, with all the typos, with the wrong
All the brown
commas,
things I
no,
say out there, the
everything
type
wrong is
is,
there.
is me.
That is
It's
me.
me. I don't got no AI writing it because if I did, it would have been better though. But that's the one thing I know because we're out there saying she feels like a robot. She's AI. I'm like, I was about to ask, hey, Asha, can you send me that program? I would like to have it. If it was true though, 'cause I would like to have it so I can sound more professional out there. More professional, Lou. Chad, you cannot make this bullshit up. I'm being serious though, Chad. You cannot make this bullshit up. It's funny. It's funny, my friends. It's funny. It's funny though. It's funny. But yeah, at the end of the day, Chad, have fun. Enjoy your games, my friends. Just enjoy it. And fanboys, y'all need to chill. I mean, if you're scared, I'm sorry. Because the way she's speaking, y'all are sounding like y'all are scared. That's what it sounds like. For me, it sounds like y'all are scared and frightened out there. Because she sounded like, she's bringing back the dark ages, or she's going to go out there be Conan the Barbarian, and go out there and destroy it. That's what you guys are not liking, my friends. That's the fear factor talking right there. That's how I see it. So y'all keep on being negative. The fear factor is gone upon you, though. That's how I see it, though.
Yeah, what Charles Boy say?
What do you say?
Free AI to free Louis from the price.
What do you say? Wait, hold on a second. Because I don't know. Sour Blow, chat. I got a question for you guys. How come every time I switch to the YouTube screen, it freezes all of a sudden? What's happening there? Help me out with that. Do I have a RAM problem or what? It's being annoying.
I don't know.
Hey, Zuri, what's up? Good morning. We need to add to free Louis from the. What? No way. What do you mean? I'm free falling. But yeah,
Anyway, guys, it's midday, and I think it's time for me to start
yeah,
walking away.
yeah, Joey, go for it. I was about to end the show because I gotta head to the office. We had a good 3 hours here ranting and everything. But before we go out, let me just get one thing, and I want to
It's,
get.
it's amazing that we can do 3 hours so easily and don't feel it.
Don't feel it, my friend. That's because we have good conversations, and we got chat here, bringing up those good conversations. I'm happy you guys are, man. It's amazing to see. I mean, Joey, we had over 100 people here today, and it's always bringing up
That's
the good
awesome.
conversation. That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That's
All I
awesome.
can say is thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. But before I head out, I have an article right here about who Asha Sharma is, and I'm gonna read it real quick. So yeah, let's get to it. I mean, Joey, if you gotta go, I understand, my friend. I mean, that's
Just
cool.
read the article. Read the article. See what
I'll
it
read the
was.
article. Let's see what it was. All right, fantastic. Let me get it covered right here. All right, so let me bring it up to this. Because we had the Game Pass. Xbox was bringing more premium subscriptions. I was gonna cover that, which is but you hopped in, so it's just pretty cool though. Good show though. Good show. It's fantastic. So let me see if I can find that article so we can talk a little bit about Arsha because I mean people are talking stuff, but want to bring up. Okay, here it is. Got it. Let me just bring it over here. Sorry, guys. It's just my screen has been all over the place. I need to get a new. I need to get a double screen, my friends. Seriously, I gotta upgrade to a new screen. I gotta talk to my.
If I connect this monitor, which is connected to the Xbox, I got three screens.
Nice. Hold on one second. Let me see because something happened. Okay, there it is. All right. Let's read to about this because just to get a little bit of love and brightness I hear towards the new CEO. Let's see what they
Hey,
say about her.
talking about things.
Yeah.
Remember that TCG card shop simulator?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. TCG, yeah.
I downloaded last night. I was playing it last night. I'm a little bit disappointed in that game.
Really? You are? Uh
Yeah,
oh.
the controllers are not intuitive at all, bro. I'm like, how do I open the box? It doesn't tell you. How do I put the cards on the shelf? How do I open the packages? It doesn't tell you at all. It feels like a 100% PC game that you need a mouse with. It's really like weird. I gotta give it another try, but I'm like, I don't understand how to play the game.
Oh, you'll get to it. You'll get to it.
Like
I
the
played. I played.
controllers are not intuitive at all.
I played roadside research and I'm almost done with it already. I'm like, oh, this is short though. I wish it was a bit longer though. So let's read this. Who is Asha Sharman? A closer look at Microsoft's surprise pick to lead the Xbox business. So, like I
I know
said,
who she is. She's the Mia Khalifa of video games. And with that, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do stuff.
all
So, Louis, I'll leave you
right,
to the
Joey.
article. Have a good day,
You
people in
too,
the
Joey.
chat.
Thanks for being by. It's a
Thank
pleasure
you
to come
for
back, man.
passing
Seriously.
by and listening to us.
Yeah.
Sorry if I ranted too much. I know it's part of the feedback that you guys have given me. Joey, shut the fuck up because I got that in a DM that I speak too much. Literally, they show Joey, you gotta shut the fuck up.
It's
And
okay. Oh, you want,
I'm
man.
sorry. I don't know. I just uh, there the phone is is vibrating because I gotta do shit.
Oh,
So
perfect.
thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for being here for listening to us.
Thank you,
It's
Joey.
really humble that 100 people got in here just to listen to us for
Yes,
a second.
that was good.
Um, be safe, have fun up there, be
Mhm.
respectful, or try at least to be. And let's see what happens. Let's see what
All right,
happens in the
let's go.
reign of Asha the Destroyer.
Asha
So
the Destroyer. Yeah.
So take care, guys. Louis, I'll see you. I'll talk to you
Well,
later.
I'll talk to you later, bro. Thanks for coming by, bro. Seriously, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All right, so let's read this real quick. That's the line from okay. And the thing about games is, if you get a good game, if you get good at one game, you can get good in any game. They're all hand-eye coordination, observing patterns. That's the line from Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Gabriel Zevins to the 2022's novel about two friends who build a video game company from nothing. Song about the tension of art and commerce, and ultimately the challenges of operating business at the scale. Hey, good promotion though. You gotta check that book out. It sounds nice. So this describes perfectly with what Asha Sharma is attempting, will be attempting to do in her new role leading Microsoft Xbox business. She'll take all the patterns she's observed as an executive with Facebook, Instacart, Seattle startup, Porsche, and Microsoft's AI platform and apply to the world she's played in before. And get this, it's one of her favorite books. Oh wow, cool. Speaking last year to Larry Bransky's podcast, Sharma mentioned she had read a novel that every year for the past 3 years, I love it so much. She said it's calling it a beautiful story. She did mention the podcast Speed Around, that is a story about video games. It wasn't really relevant at the time, but now, given the news Friday that Sharma will succeed 38-year Microsoft veteran Phil Spencer as the CEO of Microsoft Gaming in the shakeup, that also saw Xbox President Sarah Bond, previously seen as Spencer's likely to decide to leave. Sharma was a surprise pick in parts. She has, again, no prior video game industry leadership experience and limited background as a gamer, which is creating skepticism in gaming circles already. However, she has experience. Here you go, chat. However, she has experience running large tech platforms, the clear trust of Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, and a belief in the potential AI to reshape every business. On the last point, she quickly offers some reassurance to Microsoft employees and broader universe of the Xbox gamers in her introducing memo last week. As monetization and AI evolve and influence the structure, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI. Slop, she wrote, games are will always be the art crafted by humans, so you already know this. Sharma laid out three priorities of the memo: great gamers above all else, recommends to Xbox core console fans, and that's what she's called the future of play: new business models and a shared platform where developers and players can create together. We know this. So she vowed not to treat the company's iconic franchise as static IP to make it monetize. Okay, we already know this. She wants the renegade spirit in the first place. We already know this. In fact, promoting longtime studio Matt Booty to executive vice president and chief content officer, pairing their platform background on its decades of gaming credibility. My first job is simple, she wrote. Understand what makes it works and protect it. So basically, chat, that's good news. Hearing from the CEO, like they say, oh, it's PR talk. Okay. All right. But it's good stuff that to hear though. So the challenge ahead. Let's see what the challenge is, my friends. There's a lot to do to protect and plenty of work to do. Microsoft has been in gaming for decades, from early PC titles like Flight Simulator to the launch of the original Xbox console in 2001. Under Spencer, the company made massive bets on expansion, acquiring ZeniMax Media and its family of studios, including Bethesda, for 7.5 billion in 2021, and then closing the 69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard in 2023, its largest deal in the history, right, in gaming history. That's why Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, Diablo, and Overwatch, Microsoft's roof, making this the largest company in the world by revenue. Spencer also expanded Xbox research across PC, mobile, and cloud gaming, and built Game Pass into a major subscription service, transforming the division into a business model. But the financial picture has been rough. Microsoft game revenue fell 9% in the most recent quarter, with the hardware down 32%. The division represents about 7% of the company's total revenue and has faced pressure in recent years to meet aggressive profit targets. Asha Sharma has not been a lack of talent popular franchise. Key acquired gaming contributor Thomas Wilde observed the biggest problem has been stability, waves of layoffs and studio closures, and even left successful teams uncertain about the future. In his memo about the transition, Nadella said Sharma brings deep experience building and growing platforms, aligning business models to long-term value and operating global scale. Which, like I read about out there, is that she is consistent into acquiring users to the platform, which is a good thing, though. That's what Sharma has done everywhere she's been. Sharma's career and biological details have been widely scrutinized over the past few days, of course, at the video game and business press have scrambled to figure out who this person is, who arrived seemingly out of the blue to lead Microsoft's consumer brands. Now 37, so now we got a little bit of a background. She grew up in Wisconsin and started at 17 with an early role at SC Johnson, according to 2014 Martech profile. She earned a bachelor's degree in business from the University of Minnesota Carlson School of Management. By the time she left college, had worked at Carhill. Oh, she worked at Carhill. Nice. The Lloyd and Microsoft, and lived abroad in Hungary. That's cool. Carhill, I know that company. As of last fall, she was second degree black belt Taekwondo. Oh shit. Oh, I wouldn't mess with that lady though. She black belt in Taekwondo. Explaining to Rashiski on his podcast, the discipline is more mental than it's physical. She has been at Microsoft running over the core AI product organization, the team behind Azure AI Studio, the company's AI model catalog, and developer tools for Microsoft Copilot. She's previously COO of Instacrat, and before that, VP of product of Meta, where she ran Messenger and Instagram Direct. She's on the Home Depot at Coupang boards. What's lesser known is that she got her start at Microsoft learning. Sorry about that, chat. I'll give him a call right now. Where was I? Build Developer Conference. Not only after rejoining the company, Sharma talked about what brought her back. After years working across different types of organizations, she said the lesson she drew from her career was the importance of working with great people on problems that matter. She described feeling fortunate to be working on some of the important technology of our lifetime and a critical junction with people embracing a growth mindset, winning the gamers. All right. Part of what made Spencer so beloved among fans was that he was one of them, a lifelong gamer with a prolific achievement history and a habit of wearing gaming t-shirts under blazers as industry events. Sharma knows she can't replicate that overnight. She clearly is trying to close the gap. Over the weekend, she began engaging directly with Xbox fans on social media, sharing her gamer tag, her name spelled backwards, and listing her top games as Halo, Valheim, GoldenEye, Microsoft flagship franchises as a popular survival game, and classic title that runs the first launch on Nintendo 64 in 1997. When one fan accused her accounts of run by AI, she replied, beep bop, which we all laughed at, right? So she also getting public support from inside Xbox lifetime longtime executive Aaron Greenberg, the division's VP of marketing, wrote on X that after spending time with Sharma during the past week, he was incredibly optimistic about the opportunity ahead under her leadership, describing her as an essentially bright, eager to listen and learn from others, no ego. Important. The activity history in Sharma's Xbox profile on IGN and Windows Central quickly this dissected shows she plays dissected. Is it dissected? Dissected. I don't know if I read that right. She played 30 titles since mid-January, gravitating toward narrative-driven indie games like Firewatch, Gone Home, and Remain. What Remains of Edith Finch. The kinds of games you play if you wanted to understand games as art, not just for entertainment. She unlocked her first achievement January 15, about 5 weeks before the announcement of her new role. It was Halo Master Chief milestone, fittingly titled Your Journey Begins. So, chat, let me tell you something. With all the negative stuff out there that's been going on with this lady, I believe she's going to do something good for the Xbox brand. Uh, and I decided to read this, even though you probably said, it's an article. You probably read this a couple days, but with all the bad news that's happening out there, I'll tell you this much: I'm supporting her. I'm behind her because at the end of the day, maybe this is what Microsoft needed. This is probably the shakeup that Microsoft needed. This is what probably we need this to come back. We need this the spiciness. We need the stuff that's happening. We need it here, my friends. Xbox needs to make a big comeback and needs to stay there, like I said, for long and good to get the worries out from all these people out there who are trying to bring all this negative talk that it's going to die. Because listen, with all the money invested in there, it will take a while for Xbox to die, my friends. It will take about a while for Xbox to die. That's how it is, my friends. So listen, like I said, let's see what she brings up. If you guys see all those negative talks, put it to a side. Enjoy your games, have fun. That's all I gotta say. And if you want to listen to it, grab a bag of popcorn and laugh at it. That's all I gotta say about that, my friends. But yeah, black belt. I'm just a third-degree black belt. Pickles. Oh man, you can't mess with her. I mean, this lady is sharp, which is a good thing though. She seems eager, bringing fresh new energy. Yes, in particular. That's what I'm seeing though. I feel like she's trying to bring that fresh new energy and positive energy into the brand, while everybody out there is so used to trashing the brand, right? Because they're used to that. She's out there trying to bring the positive. And listen, I've seen a lot of things, coming towards her, and the response to it has been just funny, 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 funny. Because even Ryan McCaffrey, who said something, she responded to Ryan McCaffrey with what we read earlier, which was a positive thing. And also, another thing that I saw, though, was the bebop thing. I was laughing so hard with the bebop thing. It feels like this lady is not going to be stepped on. It feels like this lady is going to be sharp. And it feels like this lady is really going to put a lot of hard work behind this product to get it going. That's what it feels like. I'm telling you, I have that feeling. Now, if it doesn't go that way, well, my feelings were wrong. But in hopes, really, it does go that way. Seriously and on honesty, I hope it does. We need that Xbox energy, baby. We need it big and we need it powerful. Yes, sir. We need it. We need it. So, chat, listen up. The crazy ones got to go, chat. I'm going to run into the office. I got several things I got to do at work. A lot of things, because I'm busy this week. And another thing, my friends, just to warn you, on Friday I will not be here. I'll be out for the weekend. I'll be going with the family out for the weekend. But on Monday I'll be back. So Thursday I'll be doing a show, my friends. And yeah, I'll keep you all posted. Either way, though, I'll put up a couple shorts for you guys to enjoy, like always. But I'll be out for the weekend. And if something big happens, don't worry. On Monday we will tackle the big thing. Let's go. So, chat, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing, my friends. What you've all been playing? Me, I didn't play last night. What did I do last night? Did I jump in? Oh yeah, I did a show with New Legal. Then after that, I was too tired though. I was drained because two shows plus the energy that we did with the show in the morning. It was intense because a lot of people out there, are still asking questions about what's going to happen. A lot of people are scared. But listen, we've all been through this again and again and again. We've both been through this negative news. And at the end of the day, does not turn out what those guys are saying out there. It doesn't turn out to be. That's how it is. So that's why we got to get away from that drama and have some fun. That's what we got to do. What's up, Torino Johnson? Hello. But what y'all been playing, my friends? What y'all been playing? I got to get back to Arc Raiders today. And let me tell you something. I'm sad about something, but hey, it happens. We have. We have this weekend. Yeah, that's true. We have marathon over the weekend, which I gotta try out and install before I advise people to go ahead and get it. We have marathon over the weekend, and we also have Resident Evil Requiem. I'm ready for Requiem, my friends. I'm ready to go for Requiem. I am. The Resident Evil Village not too long ago. I'm about to beat Cyberpunk 2077 Fantasy Liberty expansion. Nice, good stuff. That's what I love to hear. I love to hear people, yeah. Ah. Breaking. Oh, no, big money. Put that again. What was the breaking news? Put it in. What was the breaking news? City Skylines at the midnight again. Uno. Wow. Pool Mortal Kombat and Ball Like Spit. That's it. Ball Like Spit is such a good game. Marathon's going to be free, beta, or do you have a pre-order to get the beta? No, I'm not having. No, I do not pre-order games, my friends. No, I quit doing that a long time ago. Unless if it's a company I really trust. Even for CD Projekt Red, I don't even buy that game day one. I wait for a while. I wait for they fix the game in order for me to get it. Breaking news: the X-Men game coming out September 19th. Which X-Men game? Baby Money. Which one is that one though? It's Wolverine. Really? What's the big X-Men game though? Let me go out there on Twitter. Let's see what's cooking. Uh-oh. All right, I refresh the Twitter page. Let's see what's the big news and the big fuss. The big Xbox. I mean, not Xbox. X-Men game. Sorry. Wolverine launches September 15th, 2026. Now they got an announcement. All right. All right. Cool stuff. All right. Does half of the game industry does nothing? Xbox shuts down, huh? What do you mean this? Yeah, this is the part of the whole Xbox shutting down thing that makes no sense to me. Like Activision closed in 2023, 3 years later they closed up shop. That doesn't make sense. IMO says that's of course doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's why I sit here and I laugh every time I read that. I'm like, oh god. Oh man, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. But yeah, that's how it is though. Let's see now. Finish up all the achievements on Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. Now got to find something else to play until Final Fantasy FF3 drops on game. Oh, nice. Final Fantasy 3, nice. Forza Horizon 6 looks amazing. Jesse Portillo, we're ready for Forza Horizon 6. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Because now we know we got game announcements. We're gonna tackle the game announcements. We're gonna have fun with this. We got a lot of stuff happening out there. Good stuff. Good commercial right there. Like I said, I saw a little bit of it. I couldn't hear it, but man, I can't wait to turn on the TV and just put those speakers on full and hear the Forza commercial. I want to hear that car. Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, let's go. I mean, seriously, it's cooking. I love that they put the Xbox on the commercial. Good job on that. That's what we need. Mm-hmm. 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 Wait, some fans were playing Horizon Ever. Uh-oh. We got even the four. Wait a minute. Hold up a second. Hold on a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. I'm reading something. Wait, some fans were playing Horizon Divisive PS5 PC multiplayer game this weekend. Wait, so people, oh, we gotta tackle this MF down tomorrow. This is a big mistake. How come you have Marathon right now playing, or you're gonna start having Marathon playing as of over the weekend, and you have Horizon 2 over the weekend, the multiplayer game? That's nuts. I mean, give the love to one and then give the love to the other, but both of them together? Y'all must be desperate. Damn. BB Money says WWE 2K26 is 2 weeks. Yes, BB Money ready to go ahead and pin people out there. But we all know what's gonna happen out there if you play with BB Money online, use them as a tag team partner, you're gonna get beat. Yep, you're gonna get beat. Crazy Louie, what's the new big update you talk about Game Pass? Oh, the big update is, my friend, that's let me cover that real quick. That on Xbox 2, I think it was mentioned. This is a rumor though. Take it with a grain of salt, my friends. We did talk about it a little bit yesterday though, but oh shoot, my bad. My poster right here, my bad. It's something. I made another boo boo. Louis makes boo boos. Yes, we all make our boo boos out there. No problem. We fix it right away. So the big news is that supposedly, though, like World of Warcraft, Microsoft may add new subscriptions to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, like World of Warcraft, Fallout First. I don't know what Fallout First is. I gotta look for that. Minecraft Realms and more. According to new rumors, while these should be taken with a pinch of salt, it can make the Ultimate tier feel a little more worth it outside the awesome Xbox Game Pass lineup. So basically, in the $30 lineup, right, $30 Game Pass Ultimate, we're gonna get these tiers in there. Like I said, this is a rumor. But again, it needs to happen so people can say, now it's more worth it because you're getting WoW. I don't know why WoW is in a Game Pass. It should have been a Game Pass because it's got a bunch of users using it, and that would attract more people to play more games, right, chat? I mean, that's how I see it. But you know how things are. You gotta wait for it till it comes out. But it's been a while. Yeah, it's been too long. They should have done that a long time ago, my friends. They should have done that. Rather than announced Xbox Game Pass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I saw that. I saw that. Yes, sir. Yo, Marathon announced Xbox Game Pass exclusive charms. Asha already making moves. Maybe it was there though, Freddie Fox. Maybe that was there though, because here's the thing though, Freddie Fox. Remember one thing though, Marathon has been a positive negative thing, right? It's been in between the lines. A lot of people say more negative than positive, but it's there though. It's almost 50-50 there. So this is a way for Marathon to attract the Xbox users if they get these cool stuff. It's a way to do it though. It was probably, there for a while. That's got $100 in my from Xbox. Oh, nice. Oh, hmm. Not everyone got cash to Ultimate Game Pass and got to go Premium Ultimate. Okay, I haven't even used my Xbox 100 points. Nice. I mean, save them up for something you want to get special. Save them up, my friend. Save them up. Save them up if you want to get something special. But yeah, Chad, that's how it is with Marathon, though. I mean, I believe that was there for a while. Yeah, I'm joking, Louis, but we haven't seen Xbox exclusive content in a while. That's true, though. You've not seen it in a long time, Freddie Fox. You've not seen it in a long time. That's why, for today, for what we said, I was going to do that show for tomorrow. Tomorrow's show was going to be all about that. It was going to be all about that, my friends. It was going to be what would we like to see on Xbox, but today, man, we went all in with that. And and what Joey said is right. And I believe what he says because he's an Xbox, and I am too. I'm an Xbox guy, and we see this and we feel it. And we try to promote the brand as much as we can, but we need more support from Xbox. We need even more to promote it, even for the better. That's the truth, my friends. That's the truth. But chats, thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you guys for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I seriously do. You guys are the best out there. No joke. Seriously, the best. I mean, we had over 100 people here today on the show. That was fantastic. My God. It was amazing. You guys, I mean, in total comments for today's show, you guys had 992. I mean, that's a little bit less than yesterday, but because yesterday you guys were, whew, there was 1,000 things on here yesterday. It was amazing. You guys seriously are the best, man. You guys are the best. I love you guys to death. And thank you guys. For the new guys who subscribe, thank you for subscribing. And again, thank you for coming by here to enjoy the show. We had a blast. Seriously, we did. So, chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, I do mean a beautiful and awesome. What is it today? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Are we on Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, it's Tuesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back with Soundbolt, the Big Plume, and Silent Cipher. And on Fridays, if they don't, XBI in Espanol with Elvis Celecita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Luke Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Discord, Blue Sky, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, my friends. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Luke Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.